All right, mic check, mic check. More the master, your host, Main, of course. How you doing today? I got a special guest across from me, Miss Priscilla Elliott. How you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. How's the weather for you today?
The weather is beautiful today.
It's
crazy that we're at the end of November and it's outside feeling like that, but
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get a cold because I feel like I'm dressing for it to be cold, but
Mm-hmm.
then like 4 hours into the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's hot.
Yep.
But then it's like cold later on that night. But last
Yep.
night wasn't even cold, so I don't know.
And then you wake up in the morning and it's like 30 degrees, and then 6 o'clock come and it's 80.
Yeah, I'm
So
like, what's going on?
that's how people get sick.
I'm worried. I feel like you should be worried.
Right.
I don't know the terminology. You might know because you way more educated than I am. But like, I don't know why I feel like it's something involved with global warming, and it might not be nothing to do with
I
that.
have zero idea.
I think because I just say warming, I'm thinking like it got to be something like monumental. But yeah, I don't know. Like this morning, I thought why is it so hot today?
Right.
Like even now, I feel like I'm about to sweat. It's hot, but I know it shouldn't be hot right now.
When I got in my car, it was hot, and I was like, wait.
I don't like that because
Like Thanksgiving's this week.
I leave canned sodas in my car sometimes,
Oh,
right,
that-
overnight, and I be thinking like, okay, well, it'd be a little colder in the morning, right?
I know where this is going.
But I love room temperature, but it's just like
Mhm.
I couldn't drink the Coke I got right now right here because I'm like, oh, it's warm, very warm. I was expecting it to be like just a little chilly,
Right.
But anyway, we're here now, man. So welcome to More Than Masters, of course. How I start the episode off is like I always try to get to know who people are, their upbringing, where they come from, and things of that nature. I know we spoke a little bit off camera, just briefly, but kind of tell me where you from, when you were born. Let's start there.
Like my whole birthday.
That too, yeah. You can go zodiac sign, however you want to do it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I was born July 3rd, 1990. I'm a Cancer. Born in South Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to be exact. I've been in Augusta for about almost 10 years. I tell people that a different life brought me here. A different life is keeping me here. And Augusta's home now, so I'm here.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't never just skip that much now. That's a good summary. But tell me what was Florida like? Like what was your upbringing like in Florida? Like you grew up with your mom and your dad, just your mom. You got siblings, like
Yeah. I'm the oldest girl. It's 5 of us. All of us have the same mom, same dad.
oldest girl or oldest child?
Oldest girl. I have an older brother.
Okay.
But if you ask my siblings and if you ask my older brother, I'm the oldest.
Hold on, this is my button. Instead, if I ask your older brother, you're gonna say you're the oldest.
Because I'm responsible. I'm more responsible than him. But like he's not irresponsible. I'm just like I'm very maternal. I'm the second. Okay, my dad left when I was young. There we go. So my mom was a single mom growing up, and like I helped out when I could, and I was like the second mom of the house. So that's why I said if you ask my older brother, he's older than me, but I guess
Yeah. No, this is why I love podcasting. You asked me off camera like why I started, but this is why because even like we're not even deep into it yet.
Mhm.
But I feel like I know so much about you right now.
Yeah.
Without knowing anything. But
Yeah.
it'd be these long-winded conversations that we need to be had.
Mhm.
So even you saying like your because even though I don't say that, I've always said the same thing about my sister. I say, I learned a lot from her about how to lead because she was so like strong-minded and like I was weak.
Yeah.
It was a time in my life where I was weak. And I
Mhm.
felt like I saw a strength in her,
Mhm.
but she was younger than me.
Yep.
Was I stronger than her? Yes. But mentally,
Yeah.
I was weak at that time, but I would watch her like, yo, I like that she can stand up to this cousin or stand up to that auntie. You
Mhm.
don't care. And then you develop that, But,
Mhm.
would I say she's the oldest? Probably not. But I like that, though, because I think I wouldn't mind saying that for her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it, though. But
Well, that's
but
a
no.
hater thing to say.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
you
all
try
right.
to.
But yeah, like I said, very maternal. I'm the sensible one of my siblings. Like we all have our different personalities, and I love my siblings. I'm actually gonna see them in a few weeks. But I've always been like mom number 2, and I'm actually named after my mom too.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah, we have the same first and middle name.
Okay. Well, I want to go a little deeper into some things you said that your dad left early. So how early was this, to your knowledge?
I was 9, and my baby sister was younger than a year. And again, it's 5 of us. We are like the same mom, same dad. So it was at one point all of us, and then I asked him about it later in life when I became an adult, like some years back.
So you didn't know him though, like
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew him, but to see him 1 to 2 times a year when you were 20 minutes up the street, Like,
Oh yeah, that's kind of wild.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he moved away and like came back and stuff, but like, essentially, we lived in the same county, and I didn't see him as often as we had wanted to.
Okay. Um, you said 9. So I
Hmm.
want you to describe a little bit about life before 9, of course. So like with the family as one.
Yeah,
Uh,
okay, South Florida. So boom, you got like the Seaquarium there, you got Disney, you got stuff, right? We as a family, is my mom, my dad, my older brother, and myself. Like we experience family things, and then my baby sister too. I'm sorry, my middle sister, and then my little brother, and my baby sister. She was a baby, so
yeah.
she was there, but she was a baby.
Yeah.
So we had moments like family moments, and then he left, and my mom, as a single mom of 5, my mom, and I tell everybody, my mom is the most amazing mom ever. Like, to continue to raise all of us on your own, like, she did it.
Yeah.
And my mom is my motivation. Like I said, I'm named after her, and I'm actually really happy I'm named after my mom, because I take after her like that. But it was life before 9 it was fun, but like you can kind of tell something was happening.
Well, I guess like give me you gotta be a few one. I don't care. Like give me a memory of before. I mean, afterwards, I mean, so life changed after, so I know I'll get to that. But just before, and it could be with your parents and just you. It could be with just you and your siblings. It could be with just you and your dad. Like, what was some memories? Like, what did y'all do? Like trips, family trips? Was it what was holidays like? Christmas, Thanksgiving, right now that's coming up. Like, what was it like?
Well, I can tell you a fond memory of mine that actually got me my job, and what I do now at the food bank. Um, I was maybe no older than like 7 or 8. So it was my mom, my dad, myself, my older brother, and my middle sister. And we were living at this house in Fort Lauderdale. And I remember we was chilling. It was Christmas time, and a fire truck just pulled up outside of our house, like the lights and everything. And everybody's like, "What's going on?" And on the fire truck, they had like a whole bunch of like food and toys and all kinds of stuff, and they delivered it to our house. And I was just like as a kid, you're like, oh my God, all this free
Yeah.
stuff. I'm so excited. But as I got older, I asked my mom, I was like, what was that about? And she was like, oh, it was something through United Way. And like, I guess our family got chosen. We was in the newspaper and everything.
Oh, word.
Yeah. And that led to my love of service. Like, I'm like, these people helped me and my family out. Now, granted, again, I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, I want to give that back. And that's important to me, to be that person of service to somebody else.
Around this time, like, how would you, at that time, or even now, or you can add the two together. Like, what would you say? Would y'all like upper class, middle class, lower
Oh no,
class?
we was broke.
Okay,
We
yeah.
were poor.
I can relate. So that's what's
No,
up.
no,
Like, we
no,
got
no.
something in common. So,
Yeah. No, we were poor. Well, I don't want to say okay. I don't want to say poor. We lived in low income housing.
got you.
We didn't have like I said, my parents, they did the best that they could with what they had, but we weren't upper class people. Like, we were not middle class people. My dad and my mom, like, they together, they did, like I said, we always had a roof over our head. We always
Hmm.
had food, but it wasn't like name brand stuff most of the time. And then as it got, I don't want to say harder. I will say harder. It got a little harder after my dad left too, because now my mom's doing this on her own.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I don't want to say stepped up, but like, no, I need to stop doing that. Stop,
No,
so
keep
I
doing
do need
that.
to stop doing that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I do the same thing. I
Yeah,
like that.
I stepped up. And when I could, I helped out when I could. Like, if that meant buying myself school clothes because I had to get like a little summer job or something, or selling can't. I'll tell you, I don't know if I can say this, but when I was in middle school, I burnt CDs of, I'm gonna say, a popular artist. I don't want to implicate myself, and I
Yeah.
sold them for $5 a pop.
Oh, okay. You a hustler. There you go.
And I sold candy out my book bag too. And that was just to have money for myself, so my mom didn't, one less person for my mom to worry about. And that's
Yeah.
the big reason that I kind of went to college too. It's like I can be one less person for my mom to have to worry about, because she's already having to take care of 5 kids by herself. So if I can
Yeah.
go to college and kind of figure that out for myself, that's one less mouth for her to feed.
What was like going through your mind and the thoughts you had around the time when your dad did leave though? Like, I I'm gonna speak for myself. When you say left, I'm assuming maybe he moved or went somewhere for a little while. I'm assuming that. As someone who had their dad leave, I remember the day he left. I seen him packing his stuff, clothes and stuff, but I did see him. So
Mm,
I didn't have that one time a week or one time a year. I saw him every month for the most part.
yeah.
But I can remember the day. So like how sometimes you young, so like you kind of in a child's place, but you like don't know, but you know something's off.
Hmm.
So like, was that something you went through? Like, was it just one random day? He was here, he not here, or was it like a process?
It was a process. So we lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and I was in elementary school at Walker Elementary, performing arts school. I'm gonna tell you about that later. But
Performing arts. All right,
yeah.
now we're getting somewhere. I'm learning more about you more and more.
Oh, there's so much to learn. Um, but Walker Elementary, and I remember that, what was it? Fifth grade, the school year had just started. And I remember, and this is also important to me, like that was my first black teacher. It was this black male teacher outside of like my banner, like in class teacher. And then I was so excited to start school year. It was fifth grade. And then I came home one day and all our stuff was packed and it was like, we moving. And I was like, I mean, okay. Like, I don't know the process of it. I just know that one day I came home. I'm sure there's more to that story. I just know my fifth grade year old brain, we was there and then we were not. And we moved to Deerfield Beach, which is about 30 minutes away, still same county. And then I started fifth grade there. And then we stayed there for a while in a family. We shared the home with family. And I think it got, and I, like I said, I asked my dad this later in life. He just said he couldn't do it. Like he was like, I couldn't provide for my family the way I needed to provide for my family. So I left.
Mm,
And I was like, I don't I don't accept that. Like
right, right.
it's five of us and my mom. And like I said, we talked about it and we're closer now than we were. A lot closer now than we were. Um, especially after we had that conversation. But it's just like it was different. It was a lot different.
Like growing up, like far as, like any healthiness, and I don't want to get too deep into it, but like, did you feel like they had like a healthy relationship? Was it unhealthy? Like far as like what you saw, like what you can see, and what you may have felt as a kid.
No, I don't think it was unhealthy at all. I think that my mom and my dad are two different people, but they partnered well. I think they did partner well because again, we have family trip memories. We have like pictures and stuff
Hmm.
and there were a lot of good times. So I think they made it work together. I think they did really well at making it work together. Like I said, it was five of us. And they made it work as best as they could. And again, like there were some times where he came around more, but there were a lot of times where he didn't come around at all. And then as we got older, again, me being the oldest, um, it was just like difficult for me to see that my siblings didn't get the same relationship that I had with him. It's
Yeah.
like they're not too fond of him now as adults. And I understand why, because like I'm not too fond of him either sometimes. But me as an adult, as a parent myself, understanding, I'll never understand why. Like I'm not gonna accept it, but I understand your perspective. I see what you did, you tried,
Mhm.
and you couldn't. So you gave up. Like, but that doesn't mean I accept it.
How difficult, if at all, was that like to be one of the older siblings and have a different depiction of your dad than your younger siblings have, but also realizing like y'all depiction isn't wrong. Y'all
Yeah.
just don't have the one I have.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And then
don't
having to try to explain that to kids who like, I don't know what you talking about,
yeah.
but the dad I know didn't do none of
Yeah,
that
they
stuff you
they
talking
don't
about.
they don't really like him for real. I'm not gonna lie to you. They not I'm not gonna lie to you. Like whenever I talk about him in a group chat, they go quiet.
You can always tell with energy like, all right, let me read the room.
I
This,
just
this
changed the
not it.
subject.
How's everybody doing today? Everybody, everybody's
Tell a
okay.
joke or something like, hey, no, they're not. Yeah, like of course, that's their dad, but like, nah,
Yeah,
they
no, I
don't really.
understand.
I don't really rock with him like that.
I'm only saying this in relation to because people can watch this, and I know in relation to you, it's only three of us. So me and my sister are close in age. Like I said, she born 92, I'm born 90. So it's like they really didn't wait that long. Oh, is it? Yeah, she's 92. Yeah, but my brother is like 96, so he's a little after, but he was young when he left. That left 97. So of course, what we tell him, he like, that ain't nothing I ever saw. That ain't never happened. Like, no, it happened. We used to do stuff. We used to. Or I'm telling him about times he played with him. He's like, I don't remember that. I said, yeah, you was an infant. You probably not gonna remember these times, but I remember you like this song. This No Diggity, No Doubt. He would play the song and do football with you or whatever. Like, you just certain things you see and you know because you have no memories. But the youngest of them don't have them, so like they only see what they saw.
Yeah, like you were there, but you don't remember that you were there.
Right. So, and I know that's like hard to kind of explain. But I want to get into before I want to like to go in order. Talk about this performing arts school you went to. I ain't gonna just skip over that. Like, what's Walker? You said Walker Elementary?
Walker Elementary was a performing arts school. It's down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I started my journey into ballet at Walker Elementary.
Would you thought you would Say the Last Dance?
What?
Say the Last Dance?
Juilliard was a dream at once.
I like that.
Juilliard was a dream at one point in time. But anyway, I started ballet when I was there. I did ballet from when I was 5, 6. I don't remember. Really young. And then I did it up until I was 13, 14. In and out of school. Like I did private lessons with my mom's coworker had a dance studio. We did stuff there. I have my uncle just sent me like an old video, like I don't know how to play it. I just gotta find out.
VHS?
No, it's older than like the small ones that went in the camcorders.
Oh, yeah.
I need to figure out how to convert it because he just found it. So like,
now you're gonna have to find the VC. It's a VCR cassette. You open that, you put that in there, you put in the VCR. So now you got to buy a VCR, the VCR adapter.
I'm gonna find somebody to do it.
VCR costs a lot of money now too. I don't know if you know, but they're not cheap.
Not gonna buy it.
They cost more than DVD player right now.
That's insane.
Insane.
I'm not. No.
It's actually kind of crazy when you think about it.
No, for real.
We don't even use this no more.
No, but I forgot what you asked me.
No, I just you was talking about the ballerina. So you said your uncle sent you the video.
Yep, I did ballet in and out of school. That's what I was saying. Got a sidetrack with the tape. I did ballet for about 9 years.
About singing.
I'm sorry?
Singing? You did any singing? No?
No. I only did dance. Like I didn't even do sports.
Okay.
Like I played basketball for a summer in 5th grade. I was the only girl on the team and my coach babied me and I didn't want to play. And I remember another memory. I was on the sidelines and I threw the ball to somebody and I sat down because I didn't want to play no more. And that's like the only memory that I have.
Subbed yourself out.
Yep.
Yeah, you got a lot of kind of players.
Huh?
You got a lot of kind of players. Like, hey, I'm not good. I'm just gonna sit down, bro. Like,
and that was it. Like, I'm the only girl on the team. There is no effort into making me any better. My uncle played. My uncle's like 6'4", 6'5", and real talk cousins. He played and he bought me this ball. It was like this orange ball, it had hands on it. And I'm not gonna lie to you now. I can shoot. I can shoot. I can shoot. You got to give me a few shots, but I can shoot for real.
I hear you.
Anyway, I had this ball. Like, look at my hands. Come on now, stop playing with me.
Yeah, the form like it's there.
I can shoot, but I had this ball. Anyway, my little brother friends, they lost and or stole my ball.
Your brother friends?
My little brother friends, yeah.
Well, it's Florida. Like, so I want to ask you that too. Like, because we got to a lot of things, but like, talk about Florida a little bit. Like, what was it like living out there? Like in Florida, like you growing up?
It was beautiful. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I enjoyed Florida. I enjoyed. How you doing? I enjoyed just being there. It was like, okay, let me not compare. I'm not gonna compare yet. I'm gonna just tell you, just straight.
Compare to where?
To Georgia.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I feel like it was like easy. Like I didn't have a hard life. Like even though we didn't have the most, we made the most of what we had. I did not have a hard life at all. So growing up there, I just felt like I was doing what I was supposed to do. And I'm very adaptable. And I think I've always been that way. But like I think living in Florida is probably the easiest part of my life because my mom, I went to school in Fort Lauderdale. Like I continued ballet through middle school. Like I had to get accepted into my middle school as a performing arts school too. Um, and my mom, even though I lived in Deerfield Beach, she let me go to school in Fort Lauderdale, 30 minutes away. She's up with me, dropped me off at the bus like 6 something in the morning. Then going back and get my siblings ready to get them to their different schools because, difference between my older brother and my little sister is 11 years. Like, you got 11 years
Oh, they
span
waited
of
a while.
kids. Yeah.
Okay.
So, my mom just did all of that. And for me, like, now as an adult, I can see the sacrifices she made, but like, she made that so easy for me. All I had to do was get up early and get to school.
Real quick, so you said I might be, numbers might throw me off. You say the difference between your older brother
And my baby sister.
Okay, your older brother. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said young, like 11 years. Hold on. Okay, now that makes sense.
No,
Okay, I got you.
my older brother, yeah.
Okay. So
And
they
I
together for a long
just thought
time
about
then.
that, huh?
Is your parents together for a long time then? Your parents?
Yeah.
That's a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they were together for a minute. But, when it didn't work no more, it just didn't work. My dad gave up.
Yeah, I want to just have you speak on your mom for a little bit because we spoke about your dad a little bit, but like, what was like life like, as far as you know, for her afterwards? Like, was there like a down period? Was it like she just picked up wherever and then kept moving?
Oh, my mom kept it pushing. Like, of course, it was sad for her. Of course, she had her feelings about it. But, like, no, I'm not going to sit here and cry because my kids still need a mom. Like,
Yeah.
my kids still need parents. She took on both roles herself. Like, and I get that from her. Like, I'm not just going to, I'll cry. I give myself 10 minutes.
I'm about to say now, you a Cancer. You can't tell me you
Hold
don't
on,
cry.
hold on.
Come on now.
I do. I give myself 10 minutes to just let those emotions out. And I don't want to say I suppress it, but I do continue on. And that's how my mom was. Like, of course it hurt her. She's a single parent now of 5. I'm not going to stop exaggerating that. It was
Yeah.
5 of us.
That's a lot of kids. I have to say this. I do have a theory.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm gonna say theory because it's something I made up, right?
Uh-huh.
I do think that anybody that has 3 or more kids should get like free mental health care.
Okay.
And I'm not saying something wrong from having kids. It's just
Uh-huh.
3 is a lot. Because 2, you have to. So
I have to.
I feel like 2 is a lot. I feel like that's a lot. So I feel like one more is just like, oh, we got to make sure you got the proper psyche to deal with this every day. Because it's a lot of different personalities. And every kid gonna be like, the sweetest and just a good kid. So you gotta really like rear this kid now. It's a lot to do. And then 5?
Yep.
Alone?
Yep.
Then you got the second oldest thinking she the oldest. It's like
Shut
no,
up.
but no, that's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. So I always I stand on that. People think I'm joking when I say that, but it started as a joke. But I do think for real, there should be something for that.
Yeah.
So
because I know, like, my mom, she held it together in front of us. Like, of course, there were times where, and I can't say for sure because I never saw her. Like, I may have seen my mom cry maybe like a few times because we're humans. But my mom is a very strong person. And I hate that she had to be so strong by herself for so long.
yeah.
Like I said, my dad, he came around. There were times where we barely saw him. There were times where we saw him, like, we stayed with him a weekend here, a weekend there. Like, I don't have vivid memories of my father before I turned like
when he came
18.
around, what would y'all do? Did y'all go out? Did y'all go to his house and stay the night? Like, what was him
We
coming
stayed
around?
the
What that
night
consisted of?
sometimes. Like, we stayed the night sometimes. His new wife, well, I won't say new wife, his wife after my mom, she was nice. When I got older, like when I went to college, when I turned 18, I was gone. So like I know my siblings, my younger siblings have more memories like of that with him and in that new life of his. But we just it was different.
Did he have more kids?
He had stepkids. We got introduced to the stepkids, and
See that right there. I think when you mentioned the younger siblings, like not rocking with him or whatever.
yeah,
I think that's very important to know because I think and I don't know. I can't speak for them, But I feel like one perspective, because it's multiple, I'm sure, but one perspective is like, you left us and went and started this whole new family with somebody else when I needed a dad.
Yep.
So then, like, I think naturally, because we're human, not everybody, but I think it's a natural reaction to like then just not like the kids. Like, you like, I don't even
I
like you,
don't
bro.
like you for real.
Yeah, like
I
you
don't
got my
even. I'm
dad
sorry. I
and
don't
it's
even
my
know you.
dad.
Like, yeah, like you're here living with my dad,
Yeah.
and I'm here at with my mom without a dad. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be besties
Yeah,
with you.
talking, hearing stories like, oh, he did that?
For real.
How'd you get the money to do that? We over here now. We can't do that. We can't go. It's just so much that come with that. I think as a maybe a dad, like I don't think that's something to think about. That's something that people think about when they live in their own life. It's like, yeah, but now it's messed up over here. So you fine over here, and that's fine as an opportunist or whatever you want to call it. That's fine to do. But you could have did that here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can see that.
Yeah, my mom made it. My mom made it do what it do. Like, my mom didn't miss any sports. She didn't miss any of my recitals, any of my practices. Like,
Did she ever remarry or like?
No, she never remarried. I was just texting her before I got here. I told her I'm gonna send her this one out.
Yeah, you should. You're doing good too.
Yeah, thank you.
It's hard sometimes when you're on camera, and I think people talk about their life and their family. Sometimes they get backlash from it because people be saying their truth, and it's like, the family be like, "Hey, I don't remember it. It happened. It's just not your perspective.
That's not your truth. Yeah, this is my perspective. It's my story, and
so that's
I think I speak like my siblings and my family. They know who I am. Like, they know I'm not really a sugarcoating type, and that's not to say like I'm mean or anything. I'm America's sweetheart.
I'm about to say, my notes say America's sweetheart, so I'm trying to figure out where the sugar. If you're not sugarcoating, where the sugar coming from? You're not sugarcoating, where the sugar coming from? You know what I'm saying?
Like, my family, they are so supportive of me and everything that I've done, like every role that I've been. Even though I'm so far away, like I still go home, especially for like the important things. They know that anything that I say is never intended to hurt anybody or anything like that, because I love my family. I was very close with my family growing up, even though they picked on me because of how I speak, like how I don't talk like.
No, you speak very fluent, correct.
Yeah.
Well spoken, like I told you.
Yeah.
But in our community, sometimes we call that the W word.
They call me a white girl growing up, and it doesn't help that I'm small and light skinned either. They call me a white girl growing up.
Yeah. My sister was the same way. She read so well.
Yeah.
We would like let her read so we can laugh at her. But it wasn't funny. It just was funny because she would like, just like how you speaking, but she'd be animated. So she'd be like, yo, read Harry Potter.
Yeah.
We would just be like, she would start get mad, cry, whatever. But yeah, it happens, man.
It works.
When you're ignorant to like certain, and I mean ignorant, not in a bad way, just like in the definition of the word, just like not knowing. Like, that's not what that is. This is that. And honestly, because that, whatever, like white ain't even what you think it is. It ain't like they better or they, it's just, they just happen to speak that way.
Yeah. So. Yeah, they called me white girl growing up. And I'm light skinned. Like, the only other light skinned person in my family is my grandma. And then my little brother's a little lighter too, but like everybody else is kind of like your color and darker. And
nice color.
Huh?
Nice color.
Yeah.
Dark brown is where it's at. Light skin's cool though, but
Well, I'm not gonna argue about skin, but we're all beautiful people.
We definitely
here.
are, yeah.
Black is where it's at. But yeah. So that's what they call me, and I've always spoken like this, like ever since I was a kid. I don't know where it came from. I don't.
Probably
people think that I'm
just being educated and keeping.
Yeah, I was a nerd. I was a nerd for sure.
It happens, yeah. I say it's a good thing. It's like we say that, but really, it's really a compliment when you think about it. But I just feel like we need to also teach, especially when they're young, like calling somebody XYZ is not always the compliment you think it is.
No,
it kind of because almost like you kind of backhanding whatever. But we kids, you don't know no better. I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Why you talk white? Why you talk? I always said that because man, I was younger. Teachers was I didn't have a lot of black teachers coming up until like later on in life. So it's a mind thing, I think, more than anything.
I mean, it motivated me. So
what about like because you mentioned like younger you in middle school. So high school, where'd you go? You went to
high school's where my life changed.
Yeah,
So
see, I break stuff down. I don't be rushing nothing. I like to dog walk everything. I'm gonna just take my time. Take my
So I
time.
told you that I went to I went to middle school in Fort Lauderdale, and we lived
Mhm.
in Deerfield. And I was supposed to go to Dillard High School, which was like the feeder high school for Parkway Middle School, where I went, the performing arts school. It was a
Mhm.
performing arts school too. They all kind of like fed into each other. And I was supposed to go there. And right before auditions, I told my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm going to do the auditions to get into Dillard. Again, ballet. And, or dance, just dance total. And my mom said, no. She was like, you're not doing 4 years of Dillard, like in Fort Lauderdale, because again, I'm 30 minutes away already. She said, we're not doing
Mhm.
that for another 4 years. I was devastated. She knows. I tell her this story all the time. I tell her this story all the time. I was like, you changed the trajectory of my life when you told me no. So, um, shout out to my mom. She's
Yeah,
so
shout out to
funny.
mom, man. That might have been a good note. You
Oh
never
no, it
know.
was great. It was such a change, but it was probably like the best thing that happened to me because it changed my life into what it is now. So, my high school didn't have dance. We didn't have any type of dance programs or anything.
Can I ask you what kind of high school was it? Like, can you describe the Can you describe the kind of school it was?
They fought a lot.
Got you.
Very black.
Yep. That's us.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I don't know the high schools here, but like it would fit right on it with all the high schools
Got you.
here.
Got you.
It's very black school.
Low income areas kind of school, or not really?
Yes.
Both.
Yes. I'll say both. Like it was the biggest high school like in our city. It was like when I say it fits in here, like we had a lot of high school spirit.
What's
Like
the name of the school?
Deerfield Beach High School.
Deerfield Beach. I never
Do
heard
you
of it.
okay? Now I tell people this. Do you know Denard Robinson, Shoelace? He was the quarterback at Michigan, and he went to play for the Jaguars.
Definitely don't.
He's a football player, and
He went there?
he was on the cover of the last what's that NCAA before they discontinued it. He was on the cover of it. Anyway,
He went
he
to that
went to my
school?
high school.
Okay. You
Yeah,
went to school with him?
yeah, Shoelace. He's a year younger than me.
Okay.
But it's known now. Again, I don't know football, like especially high school football. My cousin played. I saw him having concussion. I was like, I'm not watching this. So 9 years of high school and college football games, I did not watch it. But yeah, that's another memory there too.
But like with the high school, I know you said they fought a lot, but just talk about the change and from the schools you had attended and you were coming from versus the school you ended up going to in high school, because I would assume that's like a culture shock.
Okay, so when I moved to Deerfield in the 5th grade. So everybody that I knew in 5th grade had continued on to Deerfield High School. So I met back up with that group of people that I met in 5th grade.
Right.
So I knew them, but I only knew them like 5th graders. And then I went to middle school somewhere else. And I pretty much came back home. Well, I
Yeah.
don't want to say home. It's
Y'all
just,
all met back up.
yeah.
Y'all roles met.
So, and my cousins had went there. My uncle had went there. Like they were popular and known people. I'm like, oh, that's my cousin. So my freshman year, I'm gonna say I was, let's just say, protected. Like, oh, that's so and so little cousin. Don't talk to them. I
Yeah.
had like, I don't want to put my cousin business out there, but these girls they would just buy me food. And they were like, oh, you his cousin?
Oh,
Can I buy
okay.
you lunch? Yeah. You want something from the vending machine? I'm like, sure. So they knew my older cousins. And but then 10th grade, I'm sorry, I skipped that. Go back. They didn't have a dance program, so I was gonna be a flag girl in the band. So I signed up for the class. It was like you had to, all the parts of the band were in a class, like the flags, the percussion, the not stringers, the woodwinds, the brass instruments. Everybody was in this one class. So I signed up for this band class because in my brain, I'm about to be a flag girl. I missed tryouts.
Oh man, what was you doing? Sleeping?
I have no idea. Probably. I don't remember. I didn't really like it there at first. Even though I was protected, I didn't really care for that school because it wasn't, my friends was at another school.
Yeah.
And then I missed tryouts and I told my mom, I said, I need you to sign this paper to get me out of this class. Cause like I missed tryouts and like, I have to get out of this band class. And she was like, no. And I was like, I was like, what do you mean? No. And she was like, no, I'm not going to sign it. I'm going to fail the class. Like, I have to, it's a band class. I'm not in the band. I guess you're going to be in the band. So my mom did not sign that paper. It was crazy. And then that was actually what led me into getting in the band. I mean, I enjoyed it. I stayed in the band all 4 years of high school. Got a partial scholarship to go to Bethune-Cookman University. Was in the band there, Marching Wildcats.
See, hold on now. I gotta see your mom. She gave you 2 no's, and then I had Bethune-Cookman partial scholarship. So
like
that's dope.
That's why when at the time, I'm devastated. It's my senior year. I mean, sorry, my freshman year of high school. I'm going all my friends to this high school. My mom said no. I ended up at this high school, and she changed the way, like I said, the trajectory of my life. And I appreciate that because she was like, we ain't doing that. All right, I guess I ain't doing that.
Yeah, that's dope.
and I became, it led me to it set the foundation of the person that I am now.
And now you're here with the HBCU shirt on, you know what I'm saying? I like that, you know what I'm saying? The sweater.
Thank you.
No Juilliard dreams. It was like, you gotta
Juilliard went away.
Lock in.
Yeah, Juilliard went away when my dreams of being a ballerina got crushed. So,
but you was, say the Last Dance came out. You was ready. You was in high school yet.
Say the Last Dance. What was that?
2000, something like that. I was 5th grade, so I happened 2000.
2001. You said you were in 5th grade.
I think so.
We're the same age.
Yeah, in 5th grade.
Then I was
2000. 6th grade. I was in 5th grade when I saw it. Cause remember, I saw it in the wintertime, so it was cold. Remember, I'm in New York, so it's always cold. It was cold when I saw it. I don't know if I saw it in December or if I saw it in January. I know it was cold.
Right. Well, then I was in probably the same.
Yeah, I was 10. I know that. I was 10.
So that's what 5th grade. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what year you graduated high school?
2008.
Okay, yeah, me too. Okay, we were saying, we were same thing. Okay. Sometimes you go to the South, like they move you up or move you back depending on where you're.
I hear that a lot from a lot of people that move from. I got a lot of friends that lived up north.
September in New York, but it start August down here for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, my Juilliard dreams got crushed, but I did have them. I didn't only do ballet. Like they trained us in all kinds of the different dance. Like we did jazz, we did tap, we did pop, we did salsa. We had like salsa competitions. I remember a salsa competition that we had in Miami, I think 8th grade year. But I did like all types of dance.
But in high school, so all right, mom tell you you're doing a band, and all that. At what point did you? Cause I know you said you was in the band. But at what point, like, why Bethune-Cookman? Was it because of scholarship, or was it? Was it just you had dreams of going to an HBCU? Did you have college dreams in high school? Like, what was your high school like? When you thought about life after high school?
All of my friends were going.
Bethune-Cookman?
Yeah. Well, I don't say all of them, but like majority of my friends were going. I did not have college dreams. I didn't know what I was gonna do after high school. Like as my senior year approached, and like my friends were like, "Oh, I want to go here. I want to go here," and I was like, "Well, I guess I go here with one of my friends." Like I really didn't have dreams about what I wanted to do, but I knew that, like I graduated. I don't want to say top like 25% of my class. It was a bunch of us, big high school, and I had like a decent GPA to get me into different schools, but I didn't care to go to college. I just was like, well, what am I gonna do? I think I was like, I guess I'll just apply here. And of course, I got in because again, I had great test scores, great grades and stuff, but it wasn't a thought of mine. And then when I got there, also my band director in high school and our percussion instructor in high school, they both went there too. So like we were our band was kind of shaped and molded kind of similar to theirs. And then we went to different performances that they had been to and stuff.
I didn't want to skip over that, but you mentioned the band a few times, and I think I should ask, what did you do in the band then? Like,
I played French horn, mellophone.
Because you wanted to be a flag girl. You slept. You said you slept over the tryouts, right?
I only wanted to be a flag girl because that was the closest thing that I could get to dance. Because I did dance like the rest.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. I figured that, but I am curious to like what. Now this is me speaking. I don't know about the band, so any band people don't kill me when I say this. I'm not gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm not from the South,
Right.
so my first thing with a band ever, and I'm not joking when I say this, was Drumline.
Most people.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, cool, Drumline. It was a cool movie. All right, nice, you know. And then I came down here,
Mm-hmm.
and I was at Butler. The band was. I know that now. 11th grade, I went to Josie.
Uh-huh.
They band Sonic Boom was that was when it was that was when it was really good. I was like, oh, this is a good school. I want to stay here. And then I went to Butler, my talk here. I said, let's say, I was always made aware, quote unquote, that the flag girls were the big girls. I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to be funny. I promise you, I'm not joking. If I'm wrong, yeah, y'all correct me. I'm wrong. That's what's up.
You're wrong.
Okay, and maybe because one year, I don't want to say a year, it was a lot of big girls that were flag girls. Okay, maybe it's a weight thing. I don't know.
No,
They weren't ugly and like that. It just
no.
big.
It's a stereotype because at one point, there were like it's a really old stereotype. Like the skinny girls did, the dancers, and then the big girls did the flags. Like that's so not a thing.
It is a thing then, but it's not a thing.
It was a thing.
Okay.
Back in time when things were a lot more rude and crude, but now.
So if I'm wrong, correct me. So you're saying like, or we're implying that like at one point, if you wanted to be in a band, you were big. They probably just say, hey, they kind of put you over there. They kind of cool, like geared you towards. All right, we're gonna have y'all be the flag girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense now. I just like I said, I didn't grow up with band or Friday Night Lights. It was a movie to me. It wasn't like a real thing. I didn't know until I came down. So why everybody talking about a game every Friday?
Yeah.
Football.
And
I don't know.
Another, you just reminded me as well. I can't remember if it was my junior year or the end of my sophomore year. At this point, I was a section leader at my school. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you or to anybody else that's going to watch this. I was very mediocre on my instrument. It got me through college. I did what I needed to do to not get yelled at. I played French horn, which is a mellophone, marching mellophone. But
so not the flute, not the trombone.
No.
Not like none of the main attraction ones.
Oh wow.
No. No, I know it can't. I mean that. I'm just saying. I'm thinking. I never heard that before.
Popular, more common.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
No.
When I think of Bighorn, the first thing I think about is Crooklyn. I don't know why. I'm thinking about their dad playing some instrument. I don't know what he played, but it was like a horn. It was big, so I assume that's what it was. I don't know.
I don't know.
How it look?
Please
no.
let me know.
How does it look, man? I don't know.
It looks like a trumpet with a bigger bell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I
No.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just lost. I don't play instruments, so I'm making sure I'm right on everything I'm saying.
It's okay. But my band directors, they came to me and they were like, "We're about to start a dance program," and they asked me if I wanted to help start the dance program, if I wanted to stay on my instrument, because that's the reason I had this dance background and all this other stuff, and I had to make a decision like, what do I want to do? And obviously, I stayed with the instrument, and that also, it's so funny how like looking back, the decisions that kind of got us to where we are, because like every decision that was made, like that decision led me to continue to play my instrument. That led me to applying for Cookman and getting a scholarship. Now I will say this: I'm not ashamed to admit this. The first time I auditioned, I did not get a scholarship. I did terribly.
Oh man!
He made me cry, Mr. Wells.
Were you on time?
No.
I'm just asking. I'm trying to make sure for clarity.
I don't need everybody to believe that I'm habitually late. I was early
you was.
Today.
12:58, you walked through the door.
Hey, thank you.
Clap it up for you.
Yeah, shout out to me.
Yeah, for real.
But no, let's just say, without going too far into detail, because most people, if you're not like music, you don't get it. But he gave me something to read, and I didn't realize until after reading it that it wasn't for my instrument. And I tried to play it as though it was for my instrument, but it wasn't. So it sounded real bad. And he told me, he was like, "Yeah, I can't offer you a scholarship right now." And I was like, Okay. I'll
Is
cry.
that what he said, or did he say what was it? I know I know you remember word for word what he said. So
Oh yeah, I was in high school at this point. He wasn't cussing at me yet.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
not yet. Yeah, I got you. You know how they do. Wait till you get there. Then you get the real. Then you
Oh,
get the real them.
for sure.
Yo, college tell
For
you.
sure.
I feel like college tell you about dating before you know about dating. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, oh, how you doing? You're nice, and then when you get there, it's like,
Yep.
you lazy piece of.
Yeah.
You know, that's how it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah. Yeah. He was nice. And then he did say, come back whenever I do my orientation and audition again.
So you can read music then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was like high school, our high school was very fundamental. Like we took music classes. You had to actually know how to play. There are some schools out here, I ain't gonna say no names, but they just you just give you a horn and teach you what to do.
Yeah.
Like nah, they taught us like fundamentally what to do.
You comparing now.
Huh?
We in a comparing stage of the
No, no, no,
conversation
no,
now.
no, no. They know who they are. They know who they are. No, we actually do.
But I think I know we joke about the comparison thing, but I do think that's something to speak to. When I talk to you off camera, and like obviously you being from somewhere else, me being from somewhere else, but you having children in, I'm assuming, the school system, or just knowing somewhere about the school system here, and me being in it, but also having children there, you do see a difference, even if it's different eras. You see a difference in just like approach and like the teaching style, the education style, format, level, obviously. There's so many differences you see. And I know like people always tell me like, oh, people from up north think everybody from the south is slow. And I always say it's not the truth. I never thought that coming down like, oh, they slow. I thought they was nice and they spoke too much. Like, how many times can we say hi in one day, right? That's what I always thought. Like, okay, I've seen you 4 times today. 2 highs is enough. But I will say like, living here, if I say slow, I'm just talking about simply speed. I'm not talking about educational, like you can't, you're not able.
Yeah.
It's just you have things like applied this, applied that, which implies you're taking it slow.
Yeah.
You're slowly learning it. And that wasn't the thing up north. It's like you catch it, or you'll catch it next year when you're in this grade again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously things change. We got the No Child Left Behind Act and stuff like that. So then you're pushing. You think, once again, it's one thing. You think something is a good thing, but it's like, well, how many people that really should have did 3rd grade over didn't do 3rd grade over?
So many kids should have got left behind.
So now they're in 7th grade.
I blame George Bush.
That's not a bad thing. That's a great person to blame. Yeah,
Like,
I don't mind blaming him. Yeah,
no.
I didn't like it either.
I think that if you're not prepared to move on to the next grade, you shouldn't move on to the next grade.
Exactly.
If you're not prepared to graduate, you shouldn't graduate. Like, now, granted, if you don't get it after like your 2nd year after you're supposed to be done graduated, then like that's different. But No Child Left Behind is insane. Like, there are so many kids that, not to be mean or anything, like you should have been left behind. Like, you should have stayed until you were ready to graduate. You should have just pushed you out into the workforce or wherever you decide to go next.
It's like, because having like the No Child Left Behind Act, you gotta think of like what that even means. So on paper, you're not left behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're in a classroom with people, and it's like you definitely were left somewhere, you know, and you're not with us.
Right.
And then, but then now you like that child, and then you think about people dropping out from like school's too hard. But it's like, yeah, they learn at a rate they probably should learn at.
Right.
They in 8th grade, but they really should be in 6th right now, because they're learning, whether it's the speed or that's the ability, whatever it can be. It could be parents at home, whatever.
Yeah.
That's where they at. When you push people just to put them in, just for statistics and funding, I think I ain't getting into all that. That's too much. But you know, they go into a whole bunch of things. And then they want to get this money, this test score. It's like, it's crazy. Anyway, so yeah, so you try out the first time, you don't do well. Well, you read the music. It's not the music, but it is the music.
Right.
And then so the next time, what's the difference?
This time I was in Daytona for freshman orientation. And I auditioned for him again. I'm laughing because of the story. And I auditioned for him again. Is it okay if I curse?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I can't do it without it. So I go through, we have to play a prepared piece, and then we have to do our scales, and then we have to do sight reading. And that's the part that messed me up last time. I did my scales. I did my preparing piece. And it's time to sight read. He gave me the paper. He put the paper out and he pulled it back. Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna hear that shit again.
Oh, he remembered you from last. And you had some impression on me, innit?
What? I don't want to do that again. So I got a partial scholarship, and then yeah. So Daytona was about 3 hours from home. So started school spring 2008.
That's what.
I'm sorry, fall
Bethune-Cookman
2008. Huh?
Is that what Bethune-Cookman at?
Is it Daytona? Yeah.
So around that time, because same graduating class in high school was, I had a friend, and this is on a tangent. It's nothing to do with you, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Bethune-Cookman fanatic. And you couldn't tell he wasn't going to play basketball for Bethune-Cookman and go there. I think his mom might have went there, I'm assuming. 'Cause I don't know where he would have got this idea of that from. But I don't want to, I think she did. Anyway, he was tall dude, too, about 6'7", 6. But I just remember, like, our senior year, he just, like, he just stopped coming to school. He started selling drugs. I don't know why. He wasn't tough enough to sell drugs, but whatever. And I see him some days now, and I'd be thinking like, damn, that's crazy. But he was the first person I ever heard talk about Bethune-Cookman all the time. Like, the whole summer, that's all he kept saying, Bethune. I think he didn't make the basketball team that year, which is crazy because he played all 3 years.
Yeah.
But whatever. And I think that kind of started to spiral him down the wrong road. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny hearing you talk about it because like, there's so many different ways he could have went there. Not just off basketball though.
Yeah.
You know?
So funny story, which is gonna lead to how much time we got?
We got time. We got time. We good.
Because I'm gonna tell another story. It's gonna make me laugh, and it's gonna make the person I'm telling the story about laugh too. A friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, we're still friends to this day. When we were in 6th grade, he told me, he was like, I'm gonna go to Bethune-Cookman and play drums. And I was like, okay, never heard of this school or whatever. But like that was an ambition of his. And then 8th grade, we dated at the end of 8th grade, and he broke my heart. He knows that he did. I'm not telling him. He's gonna see this, and he's gonna be like, she's telling the story again. He did break my heart because we were supposed to go to high school together, but when my mom said I couldn't go there, he was like, well, ain't no point of us being together. He broke my heart at the end of the 8th grade.
Man.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. And you know, there's more to that. He broke up with me to Usher's Let It Burn. It had just come out. This was what, spring 2004.
Oh my God.
He broke up with me to Usher's Let It Burn.
Yeah, it sure was. 8th grade going into 9th. Yeah, it sure was. Let it burn. Remember the first time I heard it?
He told me to let our relationship burn.
Yes.
It's so funny because we're still friends. Like he ended up not going to Bethune-Cookman. He ended up going to another school. Very smart guy, like doing very well for himself. That's my dog. We're like I said, I'll bring it up, and he'll just be like, still like, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Because it's crazy. He was in the band in high school, and I ended up joining the band because of the class. Like everything it's so. I saw him all the time.
You went to high school?
No, we went to different high schools, but we went to like Battle of the Bands, like different band events. I saw him all the time.
You gave him a hug when you saw him?
Not the first time.
Oh, you were still hurt, huh?
Oh, well, yeah.
When you let it go.
For sure.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
That's my dog. Like, still to this day, we still friends. His birthday was a few weeks ago.
So, how do you feel when you hear the song "Let It Burn"? I'm just curious. You probably hated that song in high school, didn't you?
I hated it at first. I went through the stages of grief. Like I don't know the order, but like, I was sad for a while. Then I got mad. And then I was just like, dang, that really happened. And like now it just makes me laugh because it's so funny. Like if I'm hearing it, say if I'm like listening to music somewhere now, I'm listening to it on my phone, I'll screenshot it to him. He'll send me like a SMH emoji and apologize all over again.
Yo, 35-year-old him playing a 14-year-old him is crazy. He's still paying for 14-year-old him.
I was hurt. That's dope. It did. Now it just made me laugh because I can't not associate it with that.
Nah, it's funny. It's funny being young and you know, I also majored in sociology, and I know one thing we always it was a thing back then was you remember whatever song was like number one of the songs when you were 13,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That's for life. Like
Mm-hmm.
you're never gonna forget it. Let's let it burn. That's by the
Mm-hmm.
way. So just stay with me here, right?
Uh-huh.
But I remember, I don't have a similar story. I did get my heart broke though, but it wasn't to a song. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Usher was out. That was the summer.
Yeah,
that was the summer. Him and Alicia Keys were killing it, and he got on the other song with her. And
Quick fun fact: Usher's choreographer for the Yeah video came to our dance class.
for real,
Yeah.
that's what's up. Yo,
Mhm.
shout out to Usher by the way too.
Yeah.
But I hated My Boo with Alicia Keys because the girl we were broken up,
Uh-huh.
and I was just like, bro. Every time I heard a song, I just hated the song. Like, yo, I don't like love songs right now. Like, and that was a great song. Like, it's
Yeah.
nothing to hate about that song. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yo, I don't want to think about her. Like, that
Mhm.
pisses me off. But yeah, clap it for everybody who never like broke into somebody from the song because that really does something to your mental with the song. Like, it's just like you don't want to hear the song no more.
Yeah.
That's a funny story. I'm gonna have to put that up and put the song behind it. Just like let you tell a story and just
I'm gonna send it to him.
That is funny.
I'm gonna send it to him.
That's a cool guy, man.
Yeah,
That was
he's
cool.
cool.
Okay, so I want to get into that. So I want to start with college. So now you graduate high school. You said you had a decent. This is your words. Your words said decent GPA. That's what you said. You had a decent GPA.
I had it was above a 3.0. Yeah, it was straight. A very important detail I forgot to mention when I actually wanted to go to Bethune-Cookman. Like I decided to go because my friends were going, but like the moment for me,
Yeah, what was that?
we was Tampa, Florida, 2000, maybe early 2008. It was cold, and it was a ballad of bands. So it was a bunch of high schools, and then Cookman was like the star of the show. So something happened. What's so funny, a lot of the people that my freshman brothers and sisters were all at the bands there, but like, I didn't know them or whatever.
Yeah.
But we all have that same memory of that ballad of bands because Cookman didn't show up till like 2:00 in the morning. So we sitting here, it's cold, it's wet, like they late. All of our bands performed already. We're just sitting here waiting for them. So they finally get there and they performed. And I was like, bro, at this point, they started performing and I had to use the bathroom. And I was like, I'm about to go up to the bathroom. And I get up to the bathroom and they started playing their concert number. It was Chrisette Michele, If I Had My Way.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you, I stopped in my tracks. I turned around and I watched it and I was like, I'm going to the school and I'm going to be in this band. Like that was the moment for me that song at 2:00 in the morning at Tampa,
Ballad of the
Florida.
Bands.
That was at this Ballad of Bands. I was like, I want to be a marching wildcat. Like I want to sound like that.
Did you go to the ballad bands here?
Which one?
Oh, any one of them here. I'm gonna ask because you got a band background, so I want to know your thoughts on it versus with the ballad bands you come from, and then when you saw here or wherever.
So yes, a few years back, I think it was at Butler, and it was I didn't know the schools and stuff. Like I was, like I said, I've been in Augusta the Augusta area for almost 10 years, but I wasn't really outside of my home until like the past few years. So at the time, I don't know who performed. I know South Carolina State was there. I got friends that went to South Carolina State. I got people that still associate with South Carolina State. But it was a bunch of high schools and it was good. Like I didn't know, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know band culture, but I saw the crowd was like, it was packed. It was people. We had to sit on the sidelines. So I realized that band was a big thing here, but I didn't know who was good or who to listen to or who to pay attention to. I know Tyler Day goes out there being ghetto, like they were. It was like, hey, y'all need to stop playing, and they gonna keep playing. Like,
but I don't, like I said, I don't know nothing about bands. I went to battle bands one time in my life. I was here. I was 16, I think.
mm-hmm.
Never went again. I wasn't sure what was going on. Like I just didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
And then like back then, I don't know, that stuff didn't excite me. I'm like, okay, they playing instruments, whoop-de-doo. But now I'm like, no, it's a big deal. But younger me just was like, take me home, bro.
No, and I mean that was me when I was in the band. Like I was in the band. Again, I did enough to get by. And I'm an adult now, so I can say this, but like I became section leader because there was nobody else to do it. Like not because I beat somebody for it. They just needed to have somebody, and I was there. And they were like, they're gonna help me. Now, granted, over time I got better, but at first I was like, I don't even want to be here, let alone be in charge of this section. Now, granted, it was like 4 or 5 of us max. So it's not like I was in charge of a lot of people, but it's not something that I set out to do. But I did enjoy being in the band. And when I saw Cookman perform that day, that was like it for me. And then I knew just from what I had learned and from what I had heard, it wasn't going to be an easy process.
Yeah.
Like you can't just walk in and just be a marching wildcat. You gotta go through the process of being a marching wildcat, and I did. And again, it all just everything happened the way it happened, and it was just the best decisions of my life that led to me.
I do want to ask a question. This is on a tangent, but you spoke about some things. I want to. High school. Who'd you go to prom with?
Oh, you all in my business. No. I went to prom with my ex-boyfriend. He was a year younger. But I don't want to say dating, but I was in the process of I say dating, but we weren't boyfriend girlfriend. We was just like hanging out. But he was in college. Like he went to Cookman. And he came down and I met him and then we ended up.
So you say you went to prom with one person, but you were scouting somebody else.
You said
Scouting, like you interested. You looking
yeah,
at this
but we
person
had,
as well.
but my ex and I already had prom. We already had like we planned this for a while.
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
that young stuff. Like we gonna go, and if we break up, all right, cool.
we still gonna go. Yeah, it was
go.
that. Yeah, he knew. Like he knew. And but I also went with my friends. But like color coordinated, yeah, it was him.
Y'all took pictures. Y'all took prom pictures. That's what you're saying, right? No,
I don't think we did.
But he came and took you. Like
Yeah.
came and
He came and
escorted
picked.
you.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
But no, I don't think we took pictures. I only remember vividly a picture of myself.
Got you. Okay. I asked that for that reason. I just always that to me it's interesting. Like I didn't go to prom, but it's interesting people that went, who you went with, and why. Because most times that story tell other stories, or it just tell you a story. High school, how like yes, I went with. I don't know him no more. I don't know this person no more. Whatever.
Oh yeah, he was close with my family, my siblings. He was younger, well, like a year younger than me, but I think he's doing well. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Ain't no beef though. I don't have no beef with none of my exes.
That's what's up. That's good. That's no beef is great.
I don't care enough.
I'm the same way. I'm being that way now. It's like,
well,
life too short for all that, bro. I don't have time. You know, if you got beef with me, oh well.
If you got beef with me, that's insane. Yeah. Like, cause it's very one sided. I am not that person.
All right, so you was already scouting, but doing Cookman. So what was that like once you got there to school?
I just had this conversation the other day. I didn't get to have the traditional college student experience. Band was life. Like we had classes and we had band parties and then we had performances and then we had classes and it was like a repeated cycle.
When you say traditional, what you mean? Like traditional student, what do you mean?
Like homecoming, I never got to go to a homecoming performance. I never got to be a student at the football games. I never got to like anything where the band had to play, like any of the events, like we were a part of it. So we didn't get to experience it. Like I didn't get to like concerts and stuff.
I'm just asking, I don't know if I'm wrong, let me know, but would you compare it to like, I feel like it is, but I'm just saying, a student athlete? Like
yeah,
maybe, okay.
For sure. Like
yeah.
Our band camp started about 2 weeks before school started. Ours did now. A few after me, they got a little, they only did 1 week of band camp, but we did 2.
Hey, hold on. I'm sorry. Yeah, talk about band camp. What is that like? You know, I never asked this question before on the podcast. My only thing about band camp was American Pie.
No.
It's one time at band camp. That's all I know. And it's a joke. So what is that? What is band? That's a real thing then. It's really a real thing.
Well, yeah, but our band camp, like that type of band camp is where, you know, y'all are like high schoolers and y'all all go off and live somewhere for a few weeks together or that's where they had like an actual band camp that they went to.
Oh, okay.
Our band camp was like, we had just moved in as freshmen and like we had to be to this certain area every morning.
Gotcha.
Now, my band experience is different from other band experiences. Like we had to march to the caf. I would say, yeah, every morning and chant. And it was like, for me, people experience it and feel differently about it, but like for me, I just felt the pride growing from what we had to go through to get to where we ended up getting to. Like it was a process for all of us. It wasn't like an easy process. We had one of the best bands in on this planet. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, at HBCUs, we got some really good bands.
Do
And
they
my
rank
band,
y'all?
huh?
Do they rank y'all?
They didn't rank us
Oh.
back then. I know ESPN's trying to do some ranking thing now, but
Is that even possible? Like to really
how
rank
can
a
you really
band?
do that,
Yeah.
right? Like when it comes to like performances and stuff, like we did a lot of like national performances. Like I myself, we did halftime at the Pro Bowl one year, and then we did pregame at the Super Bowl one year. Like we did stuff like that. They before me, they were
What
like
Super
on
Bowl
the,
was this?
I don't know.
Oh, who was playing? Like, who was?
I was
Gotcha.
remember I
Gotcha.
didn't watch
Okay.
football.
Yeah.
My cousin, the
Gotcha.
concussion.
No, I got you.
But it either had to be. I think maybe it was in Tampa. So I was in
Okay.
school between 2008 and I graduated 2013 because I changed my major. I stayed an extra
I'm
year.
about to figure it out. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
I'm about to figure it out. Keep going.
So I don't know, one of those. But we our band was one of them, like one of those. We was one of the ones for real. So we had practices often, and our band director was very much about precision. Like that's his thing. I need you to don't. You need to be in line. You need to be playing. You need to be. Your knees need to be up. This is what you need to do. And like we practiced a lot because we were really good. Are you looking it up?
I am looking it up. I'm sorry. It was the Steelers. I think, yeah. Raymond Jones Stadium? Is
In
that what it is?
Tampa?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tampa, Florida.
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, yeah. Steelers. They won. I don't know who they played, but Steelers versus the Cardinals. I think I remember that game. I think they won for a touchdown. If I ain't mistaken.
I just remember we had to.
That's a big deal. Like playing pre-Super Bowl. That's a big
Yeah,
deal.
and we did that was our band. Like, and then we did like I said before I got there, they did the Ellen DeGeneres show. They was just on the Sherry Shepherd show like a few weeks ago, like or maybe a month or so ago. But Thurman Cookman's band, and that's not just because I went there. It's a really good band, like a really high ranked band.
Who'd y'all? Who? I'm laughing saying this. Who's you guys' rival?
Oh, Florida A&M University. So let me tell you about these guys. You see my shirt, right? Yeah, see it.
HBCU, but
With
it's more so the BCU.
Because yesterday we won the Florida Classic. Shout out to Ken.
Yo, chill out. Oh, shout out to Kim. My God, man.
Going to Bethune-Cookman University was such a great decision. I learned so much. I learned so much about Mary McLeod Bethune herself.
Who is she?
Mother Mary.
Yeah, I don't know.
She founded the school. She $1.50 and 5 little girls, right? That's the story. So the story is that
I'm sorry. $1.50.
Yeah,
and 5 little girls.
Yep.
Okay.
So what she did was she got this land. Started out as a landfill, but she bought this land and she got some like milk crates and some stuff, and then, she had some folks helping her out or whatever. But she created this little school, a little girls' school with these 5 little girls and $1.50. Like she grew that into a bigger school, and then what ended up happening is they merged with the Cookman Institute, a school in Jacksonville, which created Bethune-Cookman College. And then the school was founded back in 1904. So like one of the earlier HBCUs, founded on the same day as FAMU, but years later they were founded a little earlier than us.
What was the
They were
hesitation
founded
about?
a little earlier than us because like we older than y'all. Who cares? Like the rivalry, we'll get into that too. But she started the school, built it up on her values. And our school's motto is enter to learn, depart to serve. That's another thing too. Like I chose the work that I do now, the things that I do now, I'm a servant because of those values that came from that school. Like we had to, I didn't want to say we had to, like, yeah, I was in the band and we did a lot of band stuff. Like on my own time, I volunteered a lot. We had to go to chapel every Wednesday. Like we had a class to learn about Mary McLeod Bethune and like the things that she wanted to leave behind. She wanted to leave love. She wanted to leave like a legacy behind so that people like myself, little brown girls and little brown boys, can go to an institution, continue on this life and learn how to be a person where you can just be the servant that you're destined to be. And I feel like that's just for me. I don't think everybody feels the same way about it, but I did learn a lot of the values that I hold dear to me in life in college.
No, I think that was I think it's just good how it was full circle too, and then what you do today, and then even just it start from your mama's no, of course, but it's
Yeah.
like it's full circle for everything else. Is like come back to like full, a servant, a
Yeah.
servant. I think that's amazing. Not I wasn't familiar about a lot about her. I'm pretty sure when I was in school, I would write about people, but I always chose somebody who like wasn't known.
Yeah.
because I always just like challenge myself. So I
Yeah.
never chose like Martin Luther King
Yeah.
and Malcolm. I feel like
Yeah.
they're
You
good
gonna read
guys, of
about
course.
them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like, I'm tired of seeing Martin Luther King.
Mary
Like,
McLeod Bethune's her statue is in the Capitol building at the U.S. Capitol. It just got there a few years ago. Her house is actually like on campus, and there's these. Well, I don't know if the cats are still there, but when I was there, they had these cats, and they called them Mary's cats. And
Mary's
like,
cats.
yeah, because they would just be around her house, and her gravesite is on campus too, and like
That's different.
now as an adult,
It's kind of different, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's
but
a
it
flex,
was,
but it's just it's a different kind
yeah,
of flex.
like it was right behind. It still is right behind her house, and at one point her house was open. You can actually go in and like see, like it's preserved the way that she left it. I think they ended up closing it, maybe open back up. I don't know, but the school itself, and this is why the rivalry with FAMU's a state school, right? Like we're a private school. Their population is at least 2-3 times what our population is. Like Cookman's a very small school. When I was there, the population was like 3,000 students.
Mhm.
Like that's a really small. And our band was like a tenth of the population. Like I think the biggest our band, I don't say the biggest, but like, average size was like 350 people.
That's a lot of people. That's a lot.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then you
big
got
team.
FAMU, it was like 400 something people. Half of them wasn't playing, but
Chill out, man. But
I've seen video.
could you talk about whether it could be the importance of going to, or just how maybe it impacted you attending a HBCU? And I asked that question to anybody that went. I do think I wish when I was in school that was like harped on more to like, hey, at the very least, just try to go here and then see if you like it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It wasn't. It was just like go to a school.
Yeah, I think that myself, I went to a HBCU. My kid's dad went to a PWI, and like we've had conversations just like how it felt being in those spaces. For me, going to a HBCU, just knowing that like I'm surrounded by people that look like me. I'm being taught by people that look like me. These people have opportunities to go really far in life. Like there was a guy, I forget his name, but he worked at Lockheed Martin, one of the like this, Fortune, whatever size, very important company, as an HBCU Bethune-Cookman graduate. Like there's a guy, like top lawyers, the doctors and stuff. Athletes, basketball players. Like there are so many HBCU graduates that are doing the same thing as PWI graduates or anybody else, but there's not like you said, there's no real conversation about it. Like you can be the same way. You don't have to go to Harvard. You don't have to go to Juilliard. Like you can go to the HBCU and still end up being that person. So to me, it first felt like legit 13th grade. College felt like 13th grade my freshman
That's dope.
year. It was so many people. It was people that looked like me, like cousins. I felt like it felt very homely, like family, just being around so many Black people. There was like, it wasn't just Black people, like white people, Hispanic people, Asian people. It was granted, they made up probably like less than 20% of the population, but I felt comfortable.
I always wondered that, like, because I didn't go to one, so I always wondered, like, at HBCU, can a non-Black person go there? And now you answer my question. They
One of
can.
my best friends is he's white. And that's another thing too. Well, I will say his privilege got him a privilegee, but an HBCU graduate. He works at Apple, like in California at Apple, making a lot of money as an HBCU graduate, like a Bethune-Cookman graduate.
That's dope.
Like senior level engineer as a Bethune-Cookman graduate. Like he is white, but there is no discrimination at HBCU either. Like you go to a PWI and like, you know, you may not get accepted because of your race. You could be top this, highest grade, that, all of these things, all these accolades, awards, and honors and everything. And just because you're black, they won't let you in. You won't get that at an HBCU. It doesn't matter like who you are. If you want to continue your education here, we're going to accept you.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I really liked. Like a lot of situations, a lot of like organizations, at least that I've noticed, like there is no discrimination. For what? If you want to come here, come get an education, come here, get an education. What does it matter that you're white? What does it matter that you're Asian? Like, what does that matter? You came here for a reason and you want to be a part of this. So come.
What about like was it hard? Because I know you mentioned Bethune-Cookman being a private. So how was you able to get like the schooling? I know you said a partial scholarship, right? Or,
Yeah.
So how was you able like to pay for it? You had to work or your mind to help? Like,
Well, I did have a partial scholarship. I got a couple like grants because of my GPA, some financial aid, and then I did have a few loans. And then I was not the best student at first. My first semester of college, I did really bad, and I actually almost lost my scholarship.
why? Why'd you do bad? Was it hard or it just was you? Like you just didn't put your all into it?
I did not put my all into it. I was distracted with what was going on in my life. Not even the band.
I know, I can tell nothing wasn't the band. What was
Oh
it?
yeah, I got an A in band.
Was it boys?
I was a boy.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
A boy.
That's usually how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, but I figured out real quick, and then I started out. So I started out as a computer engineering major, and I did it for 2 years. Shout out to Daniel, the one that works at Apple. Like I rode his coattail the whole time. I did the work myself, but like I would not have done it without him. That's why he's one of my best friends. But I switched my major. I was sitting in a seminar one day and the dean was like, if you're here to make a lot of money, you're here for the wrong reason. And I was like, well, that's exactly why I'm here. So I switched from computer engineering to mass communication.
It was that quick, huh?
Oh, no, for sure. I like legit left seminar and went to the registrar's office and I said, I need to change my major. And I switched to mass communication with the emphasis in broadcast journalism. So I switched to mass comm and then I just flourished. Like I ended up being an editor-in-chief of our school newspaper. I had a TV show. My friend and I had a TV show. We did news. We did all kinds of stuff. I learned how to do a lot in that major. So the change itself was good. And then, yeah, that's why I was there for 5 years. I had to kind of play catch up.
Yeah, it's funny you said it because I think a lot of things come back full circle. Even earlier, you saying being like joked on or teased because you spoke a certain way, and then here you saying, "Well, I got a degree in mass communications and journalism." It's like, oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gonna pick on me anyway, so might as well use it for something.
What did you intend on using with your degree? Like, did you want? I know people say communication. It's a bunch of different things. I think today we think solely broadcasting and like talking on air.
Yeah.
But it could be writing.
Yeah.
Communication can be so many different things. So what was your idea of what you will be doing with your degree? News?
It was gonna be news.
Like an anchor? Like an anchor?
Yeah.
You got
yeah, but
you got a news voice? Like I'm just asking. I don't know if you do. I'm just how I seen something on TikTok the other day. It was like a lady. She was like you. Us, rather, like us.
Uh-huh.
And I was with her news, and so she did it in her car, and then like she
spoke
regular.
Yeah. No, I don't have a news voice because I didn't go into news. I've always spoken like this. Like this is how I speak. Okay. But I did want to go into news because we did news in college. I took like broadcast journalism classes. I took TV production classes. Like, and that's another thing. HBCUs offered so much. I learned everything that I know. Like I took Photoshop classes. Everything that I know in like mass communication is from what I learned there. Like a lot of stuff you can find online, but you don't really get that hands-on experience. Like we had professors there. One of my professors, Shout out to Miss Woods. I miss her. She was my broadcast journalism professor, and she actually had a TV show on BET back in the day.
Oh, for
Like,
real?
yeah. So
That's
like, you can't get that type of experience from an
Yeah.
online class. So a lot of the professors, especially now, you see are Black professionals that are giving back. Like you see a lot of these football players, basketball players that are not going back to these HBCUs to become coaches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Love that, because that's something that I got from my experience back in the day. And I feel like it, had fallen off for a bit, but now they're starting to realize the importance of HBCUs. And if you're going to go somewhere, why not go to an HBCU?
And I think because the guy who owns this, he went to Fort Valley, and
The other Wildcats.
chill, man, that's my guy. But years ago, when I first started podcasting, it was only audio. He was like my third or fifth guest.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I got this stuff here because we both men, we can't share a microphone. It's impossible. I don't want to smell you. You shouldn't have to smell me, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, he'd been on this since 2016. Like, yo, the top player that's in the country to go to HBCU, everybody started doing it. I'm like, shut up. Because I ain't go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, you start to see things unfold. It was a player that actually did do that, say, I'm gonna go to HBCU. And you seen the trickle effect, and you seen like Deion Sanders and them coming, like people can still thrive, and you can still do the same thing, get the same opportunities doing that, and I thought that was dope. But I said to say, that mindset that you have, that he has, sometimes you have to go there to understand. Like I think, like perspective. Once again, like too much your kid, your siblings and dad. It's like I don't have that view because I didn't go where you went.
Yeah.
I only have the view I seen.
You can't see it how I see it, like because you didn't, and that goes both ways. Like you can't say how it feels to be an HBCU student, an HBCU graduate, because you didn't go there. You didn't walk the halls that I walked. You weren't, we were in the band. We weren't allowed to walk on the grass. Like that's a value that was instilled in me.
Yeah,
we went through some stuff, but
that's dope though.
It made us like resilient. We were really good because of everything that we went through. But yeah, like you can't fake an HBCU experience. Like you can't fake understanding what it feels like, or to say, "Oh, I get it." Like no, you don't, because it felt like, again, it just felt like home when Barack Obama won the first time, November 2008. I was on my way from band practice, and I remember seeing a bunch of people walk towards the quad, which is completely opposite direction. I was in the honors dorm, which is a little further away. I'm walking, and I see these people walking, and they was like, "Oh, we about to go to the quad," and I was like, "Okay, I'm going to my room." Like I already know it's gonna be too many people. I don't want to do it. I don't want to. So I went to my room. I showered and I laid down, and I was like, "Man, if Barack Obama wins the presidency, this quad, it's gonna be nuts." So I said, "All right." I got up. I went out there. They had it up on like a projector with like the big balloon screen. Not balloon, but like, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? And they announced that he won. Oh my God, one of my favorite college experiences. I don't know where streamers came from. People was nut. It was an eruption. It felt like a football game. Like it was so black and so proud and so happy. And it was just like, we had a fountain. Somebody jumped, like flipped off the building into the fountain. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's us. That's us.
Yeah. And what's funny is like my ex at the time, he drove down the street playing Jeezy, My President is Black. Turn everybody up. Because the Ave splits the school, so you got people on both sides. It was just like one of my favorite college moments. And it was just like, that was my freshman year too. And I was like, I'm going to love it here.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. Man, clap it up one time for the HBCUs. I want to talk a little bit too about, obviously, life after college, of course. So, like, after you finish, what's next for you after that? What do you do?
After I graduated college, I moved to Atlanta, Stone Mountain for a little bit. There, I met my ex-husband, and I was there with my one of my best friends at the time. We were best friends throughout high school and college. Like we had our ups and downs, but that's still my dog to this day.
You ain't got no beef with nobody, so it's all good.
I don't have no beef with nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally I don't. So moved there. Things just didn't work out. And I met my ex-husband and moved in with him. Well, the plan was to move because he lived a little further this time out. He had just started working a little further in Warner Robins. So I was going to stay with him for a little bit and I was going to move back home because I was like, I don't want to be up here. I want to go home. I don't want to do this. Moved in with him and never moved out. Got together. Got together. I got a job. He was already working. Life moved us to New York. Got pregnant. We moved back down to Georgia because we were like, we're not starting no family up in New York. Like it's
All right,
negative 7 degrees.
Hold up.
No. Hey, man. Whatever. We were upstate New York.
Boy.
And that was the first time I experienced all 4 seasons. Well, not 4 seasons because we weren't even there for the springtime. We got there. Oh, no, we did go up there springtime to like find our apartment and stuff. And then summertime was actually really nice. Fall time was actually really nice. And it got cold.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant. It's cold. He's like, he had to go to work. So he's up when there's salt on the roads.
Yeah.
And like, I had to be up. So like, I'm getting snow off my own car. I'm looking, it is negative 7 degrees. I'm from South Florida. I spent Christmas on the beach. And I'm up here in New York. It was so cold. And we were like, I don't want to say miserable. We made the best out of it. Like, my ex-husband and I, we're really good partners too. We made the best out of the situation. But we was like, yeah, we need to go home.
What was wrong with starting a family in New York? I mean, raising a family in New York. I'm just
Why
curious.
would we do something silly like that?
Just curious. I don't know.
All
Why
of
not?
my family's in Florida. His family's in Georgia. And we in
Oh, it's
upstate
just the
New York.
distance. It wasn't about New York.
No. It had nothing to do with New York. It was definitely the distance.
Okay.
Kind of.
I don't think you should start from New York. Me personally, I just want to know what you thought. That's all.
No, it wasn't bad. New York wasn't bad. It was just the snow. Like, that's legit the only thing that I didn't like. I had friends there. I'm a Southern girl. Hey, how you doing? Like you said, saying hi 3 times is too much.
One time is too much up there.
Yeah,
if I don't know you, don't speak to me.
Yeah. So, and I worked in customer service at Best Buy. So, like, I was a team lead up
Jesus.
there. And hey, how you doing?
Yeah, that's how they doing.
Have a great day. Like, I can't. And it made me mean for a little bit because, like, y'all
Start
ain't
rub
gonna
up on
speak.
you.
Yeah. We lived in New York for maybe like 10, 11 months. So not a full year, but almost a full year, I think. I don't know. No, it was like more than like 9 some months. So when we moved back down to Georgia, we moved around a few places. We lived in Milledgeville, so my daughter was born. And then we moved to Augusta, and I didn't work. So I was a stay-at-home mom and wife.
What was that like for you? Like, I'm asking in the sense of you went to school, you're not a stay-at-home wife. It's not like you got pregnant at 19, didn't go to college, and didn't have no experiences, and just say, hey, take care of me.
Yeah.
But you provided a lot of education and background for yourself to be in the workforce, or whatever.
Yeah.
So what was that like sitting at home, just taking care of home?
I didn't enjoy it. Like, I appreciated it. Like, the agreement that, he and I came up with, he was like, I'm gonna work. You just take care of everything else here. I mean, he still did things. Like, he still cooked a lot. He cooked a lot. But
Who cooked better, you or him?
Oh, for him, for sure.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
I like the honesty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Plus 5 points for you.
He was damn near a chef. But, and he just did. Like, he was a engineer. So, like, meticulous with like spices and stuff, like making his own sauces and stuff like that. Yeah, that was. So yeah, he cooked better than me. I ain't ashamed to admit it. But stay-at-home mom and a wife, and I know why we did it because we were unfamiliar. We didn't feel comfortable putting our daughter in daycare. Like, we didn't know the area. We didn't know anybody. My sister and his family is 2 hours away. My family's 8 hours away. Like,
what year you had your first daughter? So I can.
My daughter was born in 2016.
Okay, all right. So around that time, 2016. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So 2016, my daughter was born. That's when we got married.
So it's about 3 years after you graduated. So
Yeah.
2013. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. We met, moved in together, got married, had our daughter within 3 years. And I was a stay-at-home mom until 2022. That's when we separated. We separated early 2022, and then I decided to go back to work because life was about to change.
Mhm.
And that whole time, like I volunteered a lot, like at the Children's Museum. I volunteered. Um, I worked as like a freelance journalist online. Like I did research and stuff just to put some money in my pocket because I didn't feel comfortable with him paying for everything.
Yeah.
Like you already paying all the bills, you already paying everything. Like I want to have my own money to like go buy something if I want to buy something. Now, of course, he was like, "No, just go. Take the car, go get it." I'm like, that's not me. Like I'm an independent person. I understand why I'm a stay-at-home mom, but like I don't. If I had a preference, it wouldn't be that. Because again, I did a lot. Like I'm education wise. Like at this point, when we first got together, I went back for my master's. So I had a master's in new media journalism. So I went and got that, did it online, got that degree. And
Real
then
quick, you said freelance journalism. You were doing that. What does that mean?
I wasn't.
What you were doing?
I was just being paid like per assignment. Like I didn't actually work somewhere. I was just doing work for whoever needed work done.
Like who? Like a company, a magazine
Yes.
company?
Yeah. I was working with this this digital publishing company on
Okay,
some
I
work.
got you.
Whenever they had work
So is
available.
that like you writing stories or?
No, most of it was research.
Okay.
Research. Remember, I'd like this. They had like data put together. I had to like make it readable. Making like infographics and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I did stuff like that for a while. Just to, like I said, put money in my pocket, and then I did some like magazine writing. I did some sports writing. Around this time, I became I'm a very avid Miami Heat fan.
Okay. I'm a big LeBron James fan, so for a little while I was too.
Okay, well, I grew up like not watching basketball, but around basketball. So I saw basketball, and I knew the Miami Heat. But like 2013,
I bet.
we was at a house party. Yeah, and we was at the house party, and my homegirl was like, "Oh, look, the Heat playing." And I was watching, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that was like, "Oh, they kind of cute." So I'm watching the game, and then and then I'm actually watching. I actually started paying more attention to the game of basketball, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." So then I became a fan, and I'm still a fan through the ups and the downs.
A lot of downs.
So many downs.
Yeah.
We're doing all right now, but so many downs. So, but also,
it'll change.
What?
It'll begin to see. It'll change.
Yeah.
Y'all do bad soon.
What?
Y'all start doing bad soon. It'll change.
Okay. Anyway, so I did some sports writing too. I was a writer for this Miami Heat fan page. Actually, one of my articles was on Bleacher Report.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Yep.
That is dope.
So did all of that, and then like I said, I wasn't just sitting at home doing nothing. Like my daughter taught her how to read. My daughter learned how to read when she was 3. Like because we had so much time at home. But I appreciated it, but if it was a preference of mine, I wouldn't have did it being a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't go to school for that. Like that's not what you wanted to do.
No.
It's like, and I only say that in the sense, it's nothing like nothing bad about it, because some people would love to have that, be afforded that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you work your ass off, so to get this degree or the master's and in a certain field, and your mind is like, I'm gonna be doing this. You have these goals, these dreams, this plan.
Yep.
I'm gonna be doing this, and then sometimes obviously we deviate from the plan because life is life.
Yep.
Just like I go back to the beginning. I'm always full circle with anything I do. But your mom didn't plan on raising 5 kids on her own either.
Right.
For however long she had to do that for.
Yep.
That was never in her plan. But life gonna be life.
Yep.
And so we gonna make it work.
And we're gonna do it.
And go from there. You didn't plan to be in the band, but your mom told you no. Life's gonna be life. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And you pivot and you adjust. But just out of curiosity, I know 2015, 2016, 17, 18, those years, different than today, what we know. Like what made you not like just start your own thing? Because even though I know podcasts are the thing now, I mean, you could have did that then.
Yeah.
Then light years ahead, but obviously it wasn't a thing back then. But independent media, so to speak, or
yeah, I it's so crazy because I have cameras. I I don't want to say all the equipment. I don't have that. But I have a lot of the stuff that you have. But I just never wanted to be like an entrepreneur like that.
Mm.
Like in college, my homegirl and I, we used to go on Facebook and do exactly like this, like her and I in front of my laptop with just a camera before all of this other stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And people would just watch us. Like we'd have like hundreds of views and it'd just be us two talking about whatever. Yeah. But I just never wanted to go that route myself. Like, I don't know why. I just didn't want to do it all by myself. Like hosting, cool. If I just do the video, cool. If I just do this, cool. But like doing everything by myself, nah, I didn't want to do that.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't always this way.
Yeah.
I used to be lazy.
Yeah.
You can do it, bro.
I know I
you
can do it.
And I feel like you would do so well that's going. I think that's motivated me a lot.
Yeah.
The fact that I feel like people tell me I do it well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, you think that? Let me continue to do this. You know.
Yeah.
I wasn't even a talker. I didn't even talk to people. You know?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm from New York. So imagine how your customers was in the Best Buy.
Yeah.
That'll be in my life.
Yeah.
What are you speaking to me for? To be in a class together? Okay. You know, so even now, just having people they always like when you start doing that, when you start talking to people.
Yeah.
So I don't know, bro. I woke up one day and just say, yo.
Yeah. I know that I could do it. I just, and then right now, I think I'm focusing, like I said, I'll be done with school. So the past 2 years, I started at my job in May 2022. And then I started my degree in January 2023. So like I got to my job, I got bit by the advocacy bug, started doing more work, and I decided to go back to school. So I've only experienced not only experience. No, I started school in 2024. So I did my regular job for a little bit, which I was just PR. I just did public relations. I did that for about a year, and then I got bit by the advocacy bug the next year. And I decided to go back to school because I wanted to learn more. Like I was learning a lot through the work that I was doing, but I wanted to learn more. So I went back to school January 2024. And I've only really been like not a new person at my job in school. So I want to see what that looks like.
I asked you something a while back. Like I said, I try to make sure everything is tied together. I do want to ask you this. Well, how far apart are your kids in age? Because you got two.
My daughter is 9, my son's 5.
Okay, so 2016, 2021.
2020.
2020.
My son was born April 2020.
April 20.
COVID
baby.
So I tell people there's COVID-made babies and there's COVID-born babies. Because my son's a COVID-born baby. He was
because April. Yeah, COVID came out January 2020, pretty much.
Yes, right? But then you got people that made babies during COVID.
That's what I do.
Those are different kinds of babies. Different kinds of babies. And I tell people, my son is a COVID-born baby.
That is funny.
He was conceived before COVID. You got babies that were conceived during COVID. Them 2 different kinds of babies. Because I've seen these babies, these new babies, they some brave babies. Now my son, he's 5, and he's a boy. Like I'm realizing the difference between him and my daughter. But my daughter's like kind of cool, just like, you know, she's very smart. Student council, genius. She's been in like honors classes since they started. My son, I tell people like if there's something here, he'll jump off of it, right? And then he'll go to the next level, right? And he'll jump off of it. And he gets here and he'll fall and hurt himself. But you know what he won't do? He won't stop. He's just going to go back to here where it's safe. He's not going to stop.
That's a boy. That's
a
funny.
boy. Yeah, that's my son.
But I asked that question because I was just curious because I asked you something about like kind of doing your own thing, media, podcast, whatever the case may be, just in your line of work. But I wanted to ask you, even because this is important to me with women that have children. Once you had your daughter, and you add on top of it, you stay-at-home mom. You add on top of that, you got these degrees or this degree, and you had these years of experience, and you had your own plan. You add on top of that, like, did you ever like suffer like I guess any identity issues amongst like who you were, who you thought you would be, and then who you actually are?
Yeah. I did. I had imposter syndrome for a while too. just because I knew that I went to school. I knew I had all this education. I knew I had this experience. Like I interned as a crime news reporter. It was so funny. I was just on a website like yesterday about some stories that I wrote. Like that was me. Like I went from just being a writer of our school newspaper to a year and a half later running the school newspaper. Like I
Mm.
didn't have all the experience that other people had. I just knew that that's what I wanted to do, and I set forth and I did it. So when I became a stay-at-home mom and wife, I guess you could just sit with the mom part. When I became a stay-at-home mom, I felt like, dang, I really did like I did get sad because I thought that my life was gonna go a certain way. Like, I love my life. I'm not complaining about it. It was really easy for me. Like, even though we're not together anymore, my ex-husband made my life really easy for a while because I didn't have to focus on like finances and stuff like that. But it's still just me as a person. I'm like, this isn't me. I don't enjoy this. And it saddens me to see like my friends going further in their careers, and I chose to go the family route. I don't regret going the family route, but I did wonder sometimes like what it would have looked like if I had gone, this way, if I had continued
Yeah.
this or gone that way. Um, because now for the past few years, like I feel like I've been playing catch up. Like I went back to school. I started at my job doing one thing, and now I've created this position for myself where I'm doing this thing. I have the rooms that I'm in, the people that I speak to, the people that I'm associated with. Like that, I feel like that was supposed to happen years ago. And now here I am, 35. Like it's not too late, but I do feel like I got a late start because I chose to go the family route than the career route.
You know, you said e- everything you said was I like your response first of all, and I always could sense that, but I want because of what I'm doing with myself. I wonder if you do the same thing. It's something people always talk about, oh, your 30s, whatever, oh, your 40, but I don't know. It's something about the 35 number that made me feel like, yo, either I don't have no time
Yeah.
or I wasted way too much time. I don't
Yeah.
know which one I'm because you don't know the future.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, do I wanna do this until I'm 40 and then just be like, fuck, I could have did something else?
Yeah.
It's a weird age. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm happy to
We're
make it to
pushing
the
40.
age.
35 rounds up to 40.
Yeah, it's like I feel like I'm already there now.
Yeah.
Even and we both just started.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like I've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
But what I don't want you start to realize, you start to break your life down and compartmentalize your life in like 7-year gaps. Where I'm like, yo, I was doing X, Y, Z, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I ain't really did nothing else. You know what I'm saying? You start to think I could have did this and I could have.
Yep.
You would think you could have what you could have did. And I think with you, I'm thinking about that. You talking about you go to Bethune Cookman. You have a certain amount of success with a certain group of people, and y'all all go off into the world, right?
Mhm.
And then, granted, that person and me could be with you. I could say the same thing. Like I could look at what your life was at the time, and somebody else can be like, "Dang, she got a good life,"
Yeah.
Whole time like, "Nah, you got a good."
Yeah. I'm trying to be
I'm
like
trying to move
you.
around. Like
Yeah.
you getting promoted, you doing this, you doing the
Yeah.
things you said you were going. I think that's a big key in life. Like being able to do the things you planned and said you were gonna do it. A lot of people never know what that feel like.
Yeah.
To say I'm gonna do this
And set out and
and
actually
then
do
do
it.
it.
Yep.
'Cause I feel like I could be wrong, but I think sometimes when it don't happen, you feel like either you lacked some kind of discipline or you just made a wrong mistake somewhere.
Yeah.
And of course, life is life. You don't make a mistake,
Yeah.
but just like you just think like, damn, like
Yeah.
you just curse. You just keep cursing. I just say every curse word and I just keep going. But yeah, when you said that, it made me think of that. I'm like, I wonder if that's the reason why. Because sometimes when you're not yourself, you can't even be what I would think you should be. Because I'm looking at somebody like a college graduate, a degree in this, mass communication, and that's cool because that's what you are on paper. But
Mhm.
right now, in that very moment, I'm wondering who that person is too.
Yeah.
I'm this now. I'm carrying this. I'm doing this. Not complaining, but it's
Yeah.
like this is a lot.
Yeah.
This is different. This is not what my
This
goals
isn't
had on paper.
Yeah. I started, like I said, I started volunteering at the Children's Museum, and I took on the role of their public relations officer, which kind of like let me use a little bit what I had done. I mean, granted, I wasn't getting paid for it, but I still got an opportunity to help out
Yeah.
this organization with the skills that I have because I ain't doing nothing else. I took I took my daughter there. She enjoyed it, and I kept going back, and I was like, let me see if they can use my help. and took on that role, switched up a few things, made some things better there, which made me feel good because I was actually getting an opportunity to use my degrees, to
Mm-hmm.
use, to better this organization, to help somebody's kids, which felt good. So there were glimpses of, okay,
It wasn't for nothing.
yeah, yeah, I ain't getting paid for it, but I'm still using it.
Yeah, but I think just to know you still got it. Or
Yeah.
not even I got it. I could have did this. I could
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
So it's I guess it'll be similar to like someone working like in the law. It's a certain, I can't think of the name. It's tip of my tongue right now, but it's when you do something but you don't get paid for it.
You talking about volunteer work?
Yeah, it's I guess it's called that, but it's something you put on your resume. Like you could say you did. I can't think of the name right now. I don't know what's my tongue, but a lot of companies got it where
Yeah.
you can do X, Y, Z. You're not getting paid for it, but you can write it down. You can build relationships and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come to me later. I'm probably texting you when it comes later in my mind. But I said to say, it's still a good measurement of like I could be doing this. I could be doing, but also it's a pro and a con because in a pro is like you feel good like I did.
Yeah.
The con like I could be doing this though. Like
Yeah.
this is what I really could be doing.
Listen, I turned that little museum up, okay? Like I helped out with a lot of the programming stuff that they still use currently to this day. And I know it did feel good to see the fruits of my labor in a sense. Like we got a lot more views on our Facebook page because of the work that I was doing. I revamped the website, did a few different things that way. So it did feel good to be like, okay, yeah.
Internship. I'm sorry. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I had to look it up. That was bothering me. That was bothering me. Internship.
Yeah.
I Google work for free and it said internship. But yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. And so, all right, COVID happens. I guess COVID was different for you than a lot of us. You're pregnant for the first little bit of it, but then raising a newborn and an older kid,
Yep.
older daughter. But then you said 20, so that's 2020. You said 2022, you start working, you're working at now.
Yes.
I guess, let me ask you that question. You ain't got to say the name, the company name. What do you do now? Because I don't even know. I honestly don't know what you do.
So right now I am the public affairs specialist at a food bank.
See, that sounds very complicated. You got to break that down for me.
So what I do at my organization is I do our public relations and I do our public affairs. So I am pretty much the liaison between the news and my job. I do interviews myself, like news interviews. People tell me, I saw you on the news last night. My job is to schedule the interviews, but if nobody's available to do the interviews, then I'll do them myself. And with everything that's been going on lately, it's like a lot of times I'm like, y'all, I'll just do it myself. But then on the other side with the public affairs, I am pretty much the point of contact for our government affairs. Like knowing what's going on, how does it affect what we're doing, laws, regulations, policies, and then having those connections with our legislators. So my job isn't just in Augusta. Like we cover a lot of different places. So my job is to know who's in charge in these places in case we need to have a conversation about something. I go up to DC once or twice a year to talk to our Congress people about issues that we're having too. And whenever locally they come by to talk to us, just keeping them updated and aware about what's going on, how they can help, and trying to help create some solutions on how they can help too.
This is just a question that came to mind just now. Was it difficult or what was work like for you during the hurricane? Or did it change at all? I don't even know.
Oh, it changed completely.
Got you.
It changed completely.
Hurricane Helene.
Yeah. I'm glad you specified. I know what you were talking about.
Yeah, no, just for the audience,
Oh.
for your people in Jacksonville or in Florida, I don't know.
South Florida, Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
But because I've been through several hurricanes, like growing up in South Florida.
Yeah, even Florida.
Hurricanes almost every
like
year. We used to throw hurricane parties. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. So last year, I had to go online and publicly apologize because I was like, "Y'all, it's just a category 2. Like, it's just a category 2." And then it hit.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. I think everybody was
like, we'll be fine. And then the hurricane hit, and I had to go online because I was like, "Man, we used to throw parties back in category 2s." But when the hurricane hit, and we woke up and saw all the damage. Like, I could just walk you through how it all went. So my kids were with me, um, and I told their dad at the time, I was like, "Hey," because I moved out after we split, so I have an apartment and he has a house. Um, I said, "Hey, I think the kids should stay with you. You know, you got the house, I got the apartment." And then last minute, something in me, and it was God, something in me said, "Keep your kids with you." So, my kids were with me, when a hurricane hit, and they were in my bed, and I was looking out the window, I just saw transformers blowing, it was like blue. I
Mm.
heard trees, I just saw. I was like, "Oh, this is really bad." And, I actually talked to my kid's dad just to make sure he was okay. Because at the time, we were cool. Like, even though we had divorced and everything, we were still friends at the time. Um, and he said that a tree fell through the roof into my daughter's room,
Mm.
and I just broke down crying. 'Cause, like, I made a last minute decision to keep them with me, and if she was there, like, that would've
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Damn.
yeah. So personally, the kid like I said, the kids with me, and I'm I'm not a doomsdayer, like, I don't have a kit, but, like, I keep water in my apartment. I keep, like, non-perishable foods because anything can happen at any time. So, like, we were prepared for the most part. Like, we didn't know the power was gonna be off for so long, but we prepared for the most part. Like, my kids enjoyed not having power. Um, they ended up going their dad took them to Atlanta, so, like, at this point, it's just me. So I'm hanging out, I'm chilling, living life, and I get a call and said that, um not a call, my boss texted me and said that Senator Warnock was gonna be at our job come Monday, and I was like, "Oh, Imma be there." Like, I don't have any power, but, like, I'm not gonna miss the senator. It's
Yeah.
my job to be there. So, he was there, and then we just, like we had a very small crew of people that showed up at my job to work. It was, like, 5 of us. Granted, it's only, like, 75 total employees, but at the time, it was, like, 5 of us, and we were distributing food out. We were trying to talk to people, meet with people. Um, it was hard because phones weren't working, email wasn't working.
Mhm.
Our freezers went down. We had different organizations coming into our job to get the food to take it somewhere else so it didn't go bad. Um, it was heavy. It was real heavy. And then my job during the storm was to post the places that we were doing food distributions. And you got people that don't have any power, don't have like they on the last little bit of gas
Mhm.
trying to get to these food distributions. And we're posting them every single day. We don't do normally do stuff like that, but during a hurricane, we're posting them multiple times a day actually, and then every single day. But it was hard. Like food insecurity is hard, period. Like the numbers show, you know, in this area, it's just bad. And the hurricane made it worse to like everybody was food insecure at one point. Nobody knew where their next meal was gonna come from. They just they didn't know. And like to find out that there were people like stuck in their neighborhoods that couldn't get food, stuck in their neighborhoods that couldn't access like water, that lost a lot was real heavy knowing that we were responding to that. Like our job was to make sure to get food out to people because as of right now, they don't know how to get it themselves. So as time going on, more people came in and we started strategizing and we making phone calls. People calling me I've never talked to. I had some state representatives and some counties further south of here. Never talked to them a day in my life. They calling me saying, "How can I help?" So Hurricane Helene showed me that the community here is in a time of need, like the community here comes together. There were so many people doing so many things during Hurricane Helene, like the
Yeah.
aftermath of it. People again I never heard of or knew. People that I did, like we had State Senator Harold Jones came by a few times. He was like, "How can I help?" He's not one of those pomp and circumstance people. He not. I don't need the camera. I don't need none of that. How can I help? We had Max Burns, State Senator Max Burns, come by. We had John Ossoff, his whole state team. They were supposed to go on vacation. Instead of going on vacation, they came to my job
Mm.
to help do a food distribution in Thompson. Like it showed what the community looks like when it comes together. But it was hard.
Yeah, I mean that's even dope to know. Like, I remember that time, and I was working over at Walmart at the time. I was managing. I wasn't working because I'm a manager, but still, it was. Well, I remember hearing the storm. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Then, like the very 6 in the morning, I think the lights finally went out.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next night, nobody came to work, of course. So I just sat there all night at the door, just watching.
Yeah.
Then the next day I left. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
left there. When they said no water, I got 2 girls, so I'm
Yeah.
like, well, they can't do without water. So I
Yeah.
didn't want to risk it. I just went to Noonan, but
Yeah.
yeah, I heard it was bad. Yeah.
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 My water never went out. So I was okay. Like I said, I've lived through this before. I've gone through hurricanes before. Back home, my power was out for 2 weeks when I was in high school. So like, we've done this before. I wasn't as prepared as I could have been, but I wasn't ill prepared.
Yeah.
So like, hurricane was a lot.
What I know things have happened since then, but like what do you see, like do you have plans for like your future, like what you want to do next? What you're doing now, is that something you want to continue to do? You want to move up, do something different? I don't know if you can even move up what you're doing. I don't know like the landscape of y'all hierarchy as far as like power positions and where you at, but what's next for you?
There's opportunities inside my organization and outside my organization that I'm looking at. I tell people, you ever saw He Got Game
Yeah,
with
of
Ray
course.
Allen and Denzel
Denzel.
and his cousin, and he had to sign up because everybody was asking, "Where you gonna go next? Where you gonna go?" His cousin had to sign up that says he doesn't know yet.
Yeah.
That's my life right now. That's my life right now because I have no idea what I want to do. I do know, like, so right now I'm getting my master's of public administration with a certificate in public policy because I tell people all the time, it doesn't matter who's in charge if the rules aren't fair. It don't matter if the rules aren't fair, then it doesn't matter who's implementing them. They're not fair. Like a lot of and my focus is in food policy, like food insecurity and food policy, because it makes no sense to me why there's no grocery store downtown.
Well, there was one, but
I know. It makes no sense to me why there isn't one currently.
I never understood why they moved it in the first place. But go ahead.
Yeah. So the research that I've been doing myself is bigger than what people think it is, right? So people assume, and it's not incorrect, but there's more to a grocery store moving to an area than profit margin. Grocery stores on average make like a 1% profit margin. They don't make a lot of money. So if they're going to move somewhere, they're going to move somewhere that they're trying to make some money. Downtown Augusta isn't really a money making area. Not saying that it can't be. I mean, it can be, but it's not right now. But on top of that, there's other barriers and stuff that's going on to stop grocery stores from coming down to certain areas. Like there's zoning issues, there's transportation issues, there are other redlining old issues from like back when these rules were created that are stopping grocery stores from coming down there, even if they wanted to. So my work, I want to dig into that, and not just in Augusta, just period. Like, why are the rules the way that they are if they're hurting so many people? There could be a grocery store put this area or this area, but because of this, and that from back in 1960, 1970, it can't. That doesn't make sense. So that's why I said my personal journey is going to go into food policy because I don't like when things don't make sense.
Have you started that already? Like, have you started this dialogue or research on those kind of things?
I'm doing my research. I did for my thesis for the MPA program. That was my thesis on what are the barriers that are stopping grocery stores from coming to downtown Augusta. And that's when I found out it's more than just profit margins. Like, it's not that these big name companies, well, I won't say big name companies, I'll say small to medium sized companies. It's not that they don't want to, it's that they can't. They can't put a grocery store here because this size doesn't have this, or they don't have the right amount of parking spaces here. Like, you can't just plop a grocery store anywhere you want to. There's rules. But if we change those rules or allow some exemptions or some credits, incentives or something, more people will be they'll better have a better opportunity of open up a grocery store in this area because it's benefiting them. Like you might not be able to make a profit margin, but you'll make something.
Oh, I just got a question. I want to stay on that for just a second. I want to ask a question. You said you can't plop a grocery store here, but why are they able to do that with Dollar Generals? Because I seen a meme and it said, I don't mean to curse,
Go ahead.
but they said they'll put a Dollar General up your ass if you let them.
Yeah.
Like, so how come we can put Dollar Generals everywhere, but like they can't put a Kroger, a KJ's, or I get Walmart. It's probably too big, but still, KJ's is fine. Kroger's is fine. Why not? Why not those?
It's because of the areas that they're in. Like Dollar General is a nationwide company. They have the money to plop wherever they want to plop. Circle K has the money to plop wherever they want to plop. So if you find the right spacing, you'll more likely find something like that. And also, if it's a competition, this mom and pop shop going up against Dollar General go win because they got the money for it. So that's why the research I'm doing has been shown to like give these mom and pop shops a chance. Give them a reason to come here. Give them an incentive to move into this low income area. Like even if it's not a big name store, something's better than nothing. So
What would you put there? Like, and when you say downtown, I only assume you're talking about 15th Street, where the Kroger was at.
yeah,
What would you
there's
put?
a parking lot now.
Yeah, I don't.
What would
That's
I put
strange.
there?
Yeah, I used to shop there too. So like, I actually living here long enough to go there and actually
Yeah.
shop there. I never really understood like when it kind of closed down. Like, what was the reason why? I was younger and not into politics at the time at all.
Yeah.
And then like I ain't know none of that stuff back then.
I only know what I was told, and it was crime ridden. That's what I was told. And they weren't really making a lot of money in the area, and I guess the school.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did that stop crime?
No. No.
I feel like it gotten worse since
Yeah.
then. But
Yeah.
you go. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
wanna make
well,
sure.
there, and that's more research that I've done personally is tying crime to areas that don't have access to fresh, healthy foods, to food, period. Like it all ties together. Think about it like this, and I know I'm kind of going off on a tangent here. If I'm a kid, right? I'm 10 years old. I'm hungry. I'm at school. I got my head down. You need to pick your head up. I don't feel well. I don't care. Pay attention. Or even a teacher that cares, right? You got a teacher, two kinds of teachers. The teacher that cares. Let's go with the teacher that cares. Hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm hungry. I can't study. I don't feel well. This and that. Next thing you know, this kid's failing in classes. They fail in their classes. They get kicked out of school. They get kicked out of school. They're trying to find a way. They can't find a way. Turn to a life of crime. Go to this life of crime. All they're trying to do is steal some food. They steal a loaf of bread. Depending on where you are, they prosecute you for it. It's a loaf of bread. Next thing you know, you in jail, and all because you was hungry.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tie to a lot of the issues that are going on, and it all kind of leads back to an access issue. There is no access to food in this area. It's probably because this area is a lower income area, but historically it's been a lower income area. And instead of trying to help this lower income area, you either pretend like this low income area doesn't exist or you're not putting resource towards it because you feel like it's not worth it.
Yeah, and see, I talked to Kim making a lot about stuff like that. And I think when I think about closing down the Kroger, the grocery store that was there, or one that could be there, it's like I feel like they try to justify it by saying the reasons why. But okay, we know the reasons why, whatever. That ain't gonna change. So keep it up, and then maybe use money or resources to lessen that crime around that area, or or make that area more attractive, or whatever the case may be. That's what I would thought. Just spend the money to make it more attractive, and then what happens is like you mentioned redlining and all that stuff. Like I've been hearing about that for a long time now, which I know is a real thing. But then you think about how it forms with politics. So then you got somebody running on, hey man, we ain't got no food down here. Da 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 da. They get to run on that, and obviously one person not gonna be able to bring no food there, but that's good to run on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got people that run on like statistics of how that helped do something else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know, it's like I'll be feeling bad for people in that area, especially in that district or in that area, because they probably get so confused watching politics because they don't know who care, who don't care.
Yeah, that's that's how I feel about politics. Period.
In general, yeah.
Especially here. I tell people that there are a select group of people here that care about putting the economy first, and there's a select group of people here that care about putting people first. And the people that care about putting people first are in the minority. And the people that care about putting the economy first, as of right now in this administration, are in the majority. So even if they're fighting for change, fighting for stuff, fighting for all this stuff, they can only go but so far if they don't have support from other people that should be looking at it the same way, but choose to look at it a different way.
Yeah, I don't know if you I'm assuming you did, but I don't know if you watched. I interviewed the people from Malik Yoba and James McKinnon. They handle the Regency Mall,
Mm-hmm.
and he mentioned that the red line, and he said before you get the red line, you get the red tape, because even that is the thing. It's red line, you got red tape. And he explained that. But I think one of the things he explained the most was like the intent. I think that was really important to me when I heard him speak on intent. He was like, you got people that are, their stance is, I'm not gonna stop until something happens here, until something is done, and I'm gonna do everything in my power I can to make something happen. Then you got people who's like, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure this don't happen.
Yep.
And he said the thing is they both be on the same
Yep.
board.
Yep.
And so now you kind of, you got these amount of commissioners. I'm gonna get this for. I'm gonna get this for. Now this person want to vote. So it all go back into that a lot of times. I know sometimes you talk about it because they feel like we getting at them, but it's hard to not see what you see.
Yeah.
It's weekly we see it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, I agree. Here, especially, there's a lot of people doing really good work here. I'm not from Augusta, but Augusta's my home. I've been here. I plan on staying here. Like, my kids are here. I'm here. And my personal goal is to help where I can, to do what I can do in my capacity with my education, my experience, and everything that I've learned. There are some people here that are doing really, really good things. There are some people here that are doing things that they believe to be good, but they're actually kind of hurtful in the grand scheme of things. And unfortunately, there are some people here who are doing the same kind of work, but operating in silos. You're doing it this way, I'm doing it this way. Why not have a conversation where we can do it together and double our resources and do it? Like, instead of you doing it this way, to you doing it this way. Two heads better than one. Like, I'm learning just from what I'm seeing and the positions that I'm seeing, the rooms that I'm in, is that people just don't want to play well together. And there's an issue of the credit. Who can take credit for it? Who cares who takes the credit? Just get the work done.
You gotta stay up my Facebook page, man. I always said that. I said that's the only. When I think about other politics, I think about things can't happen because that person's name can't be on it.
Who cares? Like, I am not the person I don't do the work that I do because I want credit for it. I would do it because it needs to get done. And this is something that I've had a conversation at work too. Like, I don't do what I do to name drop. I don't do what I do to say, oh, I did it. I do what I do because there's somebody that needs help and I'm going to help them. Put my name on, don't put my name. I don't care as long as the work's being done.
And I think the crazy thing about credit, at least to me, and I'm gonna talk about this another day. I'm not thinking out loud probably. Next one I do. I always say, like, even when I might do a video for somebody and say, hey, look, I don't want to. I'm doing it. People still test me, oh, that's a good video you did. I feel like people gonna know when it's you. If it's genuine and it's really you like. I feel like can't nobody have your fingerprint.
Yeah.
So if your fingerprint is on something, people gonna know.
Yeah.
Your name ain't gotta be there.
No.
Your fingerprint's on there.
Yeah.
That's the best credit I can give you.
Yeah.
If my fingerprint being on an idea or whatever. And even then, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that I want to see things through. I want something to be done. But once again, when you got people like kind of born in politics or just been in politics for a long time, they start moving very political.
Yeah.
And I get it because I'm not from that world, but when you dive into that world, and there's a lot to do with that. I'm sure it's a lot to go on with the politics too. It's hard. It's hard out here for us non-politicians, So
I tell people that I am politics adjacent. I am next to politics. I am not in politics. I'm next to it.
Give about 3 years.
Huh?
Give about 3 years.
Everybody keeps saying stuff like this. Y'all are so crazy.
No, but this is the funny thing about it though. And I don't say it because he said it to me, and I thought no, but I was in the store. I'm a store manager, and I was in my store the other day, and a guy came in and said, your platform is the platform that people trust the politics from. Like, why are you
Yes,
saying that?
that's the truth.
But I do more than politics, of course. But I will welcome that. But I always said that's not my thing. But he said, yeah. But sometimes you stand next to something for so long, it just touch you.
Yep.
So welcome to politics.
I first got into it because of work. I don't want to say work kind of introduced me to it, but then I took it on my own. And Jordan gave me the opportunity to work on a campaign with him, and
Shout out to Jordan.
shout out to Jordan. He kind of held my hand in this journey that I'm going on. Like, a lot of what I'm learning is through experiences, especially with
Yeah.
that campaign. We won in a 5-way race. I'm just saying, we had over half the votes.
Nah, shout out to y'all, man.
I
Shout out to y'all.
yeah. But with that, I've been just learning so much locally, statewide, like countrywide. A lot of things that should make sense don't make sense, and I don't like when things don't make sense.
Well, I agree, and I think that I know you say you kind of do your own thing, but you speak well. And I know you know a lot about the politics stuff. I do think that's that's a void that's a space that can be filled. I do some work with AUG Augusta News Explain Network. So we go live like every Tuesday, and we here going live, and I help her with that. Just my questioning of what I do, but it's more based on whatever she want to do. And I think that's somewhat political area now and then because of stuff she cover. But I do think that's a void, like just something strictly based off not only politics, but just like I like what we do over there because we dumb it down for people
Yeah.
sometimes. And you have people come on, they'll dumb it
Make
down.
it easier to read. Don't
Make
have to
it-
dumb it down.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Easier to digest. Yeah.
Yeah, because even us saying red line, red taste, man, like what you talking
What does that
about?
mean? Yeah.
And then even before I define it, I just give them examples.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, this can happen because X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm.
Well, once somebody know that, I'm moving on to something else.
Yeah.
It's just that quick. I'm
Yeah.
on to something else. I can't do it here. And so I do like that, but I do think that's something that I think you would want to be a part of, or like just get that bug of like just talking and you speak well, but I know you speak on a regular basis, but
Mm-hmm.
you probably could have your own platform. You probably could do your own thing. I don't see why not. I always like that.
This goes back to I don't want to do it all by myself.
I will help you if you need it. I will help you. Like I help. Like I don't mind.
I will do it. Like, I know I don't like speaking on things that I don't know, and if it comes out of my mouth, it's the truth. Like, I don't lie. First off, I'm too lazy to lie. Because you lie, you gotta keep up with a lie. I just try to tell the truth. Like, you said what?
I'm too lazy to lie like that.
I'm too lazy to lie. Because like, you gotta lie.
I ain't got time for all that.
And
man.
then you gotta keep up with the lie. And
too
like,
lazy to lie, too lazy to beef.
right? Like, I don't. Who cares? Like, if you don't like me, that sucks for you. I'm amazing. Like, I don't care. But yeah, I think that I would love to educate people. And I think you guys are doing a good job with that platform too. I actually watched it. I've seen a couple of y'all videos and read a couple of y'all posts and stuff, because more people should be involved. And I tell people I don't speak for the voices. I'm not a voice for the voices. I help amplify the voices of people that need help. Like, I'm not going to speak for you. I can speak with you, or you can tell me what to say for you, but I'm not going to take your voice away and use it as my own. So I'd love being that voice. I don't mind being that voice. I don't mind going to DC and in these rooms, these Congress people's rooms, and having these conversations, because you're going to listen to me. Yeah. You might not like how I look, and I've been in situations like that too. You might not respect me because I'm a Black woman, but you're going to respect what I'm have to say because it's the truth, and you can't dispute the truth. Like, people ask me, I had a few weeks ago, I think a coworker of mine was asking me about how I feel going into these rooms as a young Black woman with, dreads, tattoos, whatever. I don't care. I don't care, because I'm in the room now. And you're going to listen to what I have to say, because the only thing that you can say, or the only thing that you can say in response or rebuttal, is how I look. People still need to eat. I got dreads. 1 + 1 is 2. Like, what are we doing here?
Nah, I like that. For what you do though, also I'm about done now. But do y'all like? Who would you say y'all work more with? Is it the whole community? Is it more centered towards homeless? Is it more centered towards like low income? What's y'all like main, or is it just equal around?
So people feel that when people mention food insecurity, it's just homeless people. No. We just had the whole SNAP conversation. A lot of those people that are on SNAP benefits are working families. They're working people. They just need a little more help. So we work with everybody. We work with people with jobs, without jobs, homeless, people with houses. We work with military families. We work with vets. We work with all different types of organizations because food insecurity doesn't look one way. Hunger doesn't look one way. And something that we talk about often is like a lot of people are one medical emergency away from being homeless themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like, or your car or something. Like, most people don't have a savings account.
Yeah.
Like, and I grew up not having a savings account. Like, I took financial literacy in high school. And I know people say, like, oh, we should teach this. I don't know what schools y'all went to, but my high school, as black as it was, we had financial literacy and I was interested in it. And so I knew how to balance a checkbook. I knew how to shop for groceries. I knew how to do all these things. But I also realized that other students or other people didn't get that same knowledge. So I try to take what I know to help others. But what we do is we help everybody. Like, it's not a specific person. Hunger doesn't look like one person. Hunger doesn't look like one race. Like, at any point in time, somebody has experienced some stage of hunger, whether it was momentarily, long term. Like, you know what it feels like to be
Yeah.
hungry.
No, that's dope. I definitely. I got a lot of clips. I take notes as I'm writing. I know you see me writing. I got 3 pages of notes, and good stuff.
I'm an
Good
interesting
stuff.
person.
No, seriously. And I feel like even still, I feel like I could have even went deeper into a lot of things, but I try to get the base for people, and then when they come back on, we can kind of center it around one particular thing or something like that. But no, I think it was amazing talking to you. I learned a lot just talking to you, not even about what you do, just about your life and growing
Yeah.
up, and very resilient. I think you
Yeah.
get that from your mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Shout out to mom.
I think you get that from Priscilla. Actually, Miss Priscilla. I'm sorry. Don't beat me up, mom. Miss Priscilla.
Yeah, resilience is last year, and I'm sure we could talk more about it next time, but last year was a lot for me. I got divorced. The hurricane happened. I started feeling ill. Before I found out I had lupus, I moved out of this home that I shared with my family. I went from seeing my kids every day to every other week. Um, and that's while going through grad school.
That's a
And
lot at one time.
it was a lot. And I tell people that's where I kind of found God, really, on the couch at 3 o'clock in the morning, crying. I just started praying, I just started talking, and then stuff just started happening. Stuff just started changing.
I do want to ask. You mentioned about last year, like, having been a year of resilience for you. Um, I wouldn't feel right now to ask you, but like, what was that like having that medical scare with the lupus? And I'm saying scare for like, did you go to the doctor knowing something was wrong, or it was just a checkup and they said, hey,
Yeah. I just, like, after I had my son, my whole body changed. I never wore glasses before. I went 30. How old is my son? I went 31, 32 years of my life without wearing glasses. And then I remember he was young and I was driving and got kind of blurry. And I was like, what's this? And then couldn't find out my eyesight got worse. I have abdominal separation because of my son. Like, I tell people, your abs are like this, right? When you have a baby, they push them out. And after you have the baby, they close back. Mine never closed back. So, like, I had some issues going on. And then life was just stressful. So I just wasn't feeling well. And I remember going to the doctor and she was like, your white blood cell count's a little low. We're gonna keep an eye on it. I was like, what you mean? Like, what we doing here?
yeah,
And then I was tired and my joints, like my body started to ache randomly. And they ran all these tests and stuff, and they were like, we don't really know what it is. Like, but I'm like, I'm tired. And again, I'm thinking of stress because it was a very stressful part of my life. Like, between end of July to like October last year, it was very stressful for me. So I'm just thinking stress related. And she's like, "We'll test you again." Came back, tested again, and then like at my fingertips, like it got cold, and my fingertips were kind of like blue. And I'm like, "Well, that's not normal." And I went back to her and I'm telling her, and she's like, "Oh, well, it could be this. I'm gonna send you to another doctor." All right. So then here we are, come January, December, January, um, and met with the other doctor. Kept running the test, and like the count either stayed the same or got low. It never got better. And then talked to another doctor. I think I saw a total of like 3, 4 doctors. And the last one was like, I have lupus. And I found out 2 days before Valentine's Day. And he was like, that's the cause of like the fingertips, that's the cause of the joint pain, that's the cause of like, the fatigue, all of these things going on together. Like there's more than just the blood cell count, but
Yeah.
all of it together, he was like, the lupus. And like there's days where it's an everyday thing. Like there's no cure for it. So you just have to manage it. Every single day I wake up in pain. Like whether it's a small pain, moderate pain, sometimes severe pain. There's days where I can just not move. Like I can't get out of bed. Like fortunately my job understands that when I am there, I'm at my best. But if I can't make it, I can't make it. Like if
Yeah.
I try to get I try to do it, but it's just like it at one point it just felt like every time I can laugh at myself. I know it's not funny, but I can laugh at myself. I felt like the episode of SpongeBob where the guy was like, "Every morning I wake up and my bones they break, and then I roll over and they break." And I like sometimes I feel like that. So I just have to manage it. It made me change my diet. It made me change the way I live. Like I can't be out in the sun too much. I'm from South Florida. I love the sun.
Yeah.
Like I can't eat garlicky foods. Garlic parmesan was my favorite kind of wings. Like I had to adjust a lot. It's gotten better now. I mean, I've been diagnosed for almost 8 months, 9 months now. And I still learn stuff about myself, but I'm
Yeah.
also learning how to take care of myself. So it's not as difficult. No, it is pretty difficult, but I've managed.
Yeah,
Back to the resilience.
that was, but see, when lupus, the first time I heard about it, it was a girl I was talking to. I think her mom had got it, but I think she had seen her mom body change. Mom was older, but seen her body change. And then I talked to some people. I knew you've been around here for 10 years, so you might know. I don't know. It was a guy who was a comedian. He was very funny. I can't think of his name right now, but he had a thing called Mike on Entertainment or something like that.
Mhm.
And he had lupus, and he would, I don't know his situation, but he would post his videos on not comedy stuff now, just real life stuff. He'd be in a doctor spazzing out. I don't know what it was that made him do that, but it made me think like, damn, like you can't. I couldn't see him and see he had it, but he would say like, "Yo, my hands, I can't move my hand," or it's
Yeah.
just joint stuff I can't do, stuff that we all take for granted. We were doing it that he just couldn't do.
Yep.
And then you take that into like wanting to put out content and go on stage and do something, or falling out or whatever, or him just spazzing out, and you think he's spazzing because it's content stuff, but he probably just mad at life, mad at whatever's going
Yep.
on.
Yep.
And it made me look at that condition a little differently. 'Cause I'm like, this is a young guy, he's my age
Yep.
at the time, well, a little older than me, but my age. And I interviewed somebody last year, I think Casey J. She also has it, and all right, man, hold it down. And yeah, I just one of them things just creep up on you. I just be like, damn, like, how do you know? Like,
Yep.
when do you know? You know?
Your body just changes, and you just have to be okay with the changes.
Say that again.
I said your body just changes, and you just have to be okay with the changes.
Oh, hold on. All right, mic check, mic check. All right, go ahead. Sam, sorry, say that again.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, we good.
I said that your body just changes, and you have to be okay with the changes.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, I lost some audio signal on my mic if I thought something wrong. But yeah, and I think to me that's the scariest thing about it is like, and then you going to multiple doctors. I think when I had Casey J on, she said the same thing. She went to multiple doctors before even being told this
Yeah.
is what it is.
Mhm.
But it's one of the mystery conditions. It's
Yep.
like because you just you don't know. Like,
You don't know.
and if thankfully, like the women that I know that have been diagnosed with it, can go to the doctor and stuff. You got some people who don't have insurance or don't have, so
They
they
don't know
thinking
what's wrong with them.
like you said, I'm thinking it's just stress. They thinking it's just stress,
Yeah.
and they don't know they're not taking the proper steps to try to get a handle on it or control. You know what you can control with that diagnosis. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a
And
lot.
I mean, I'd rather not have it, but there's different kinds of it, and mine is the mildest. Like,
Yeah.
I don't need a kidney, or I don't need to, I'm not in too much of a danger zone when it comes to a lot of things. I just need to take care of myself. The pain is as bad as it gets. Like, and usually it's like a lupus flare up where like I just be in pain for a little bit and it
Yeah.
just goes away.
Cause I think some people have it like where they just get stuff on their skin, like
Yeah.
a pigment or whatever, like and you don't know it's in pain, but it hurts and you can see it. Yes, that's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different. It's different varieties of that. So
I told you my life was a lot last year.
that sounds like a lot though.
Yeah. On top of school. But I have maintained my 4.0 this whole time.
Well, clap it up for you. Clap it up for you. Clap it up for you.
Thank you.
Different kind of student now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I do think though, like this was good. I do think that sending this out to a lot of your friends too, I would suggest. I think your mom gonna like it, of course.
Yeah.
But since a lot of your friends, I don't know what your situation with your dad, but even that, I just feel like when people get to sit down and talk about their life, mind you, I don't know your life, so I'm just asking questions based off what's standing out to me, and I'm like, hey, dig into that a little bit, dig into that a little bit. But I do think it's good. Even your siblings, I think, would like to hear this. And
Like I said, my family, they're very supportive of me. I'm not saying anything that they don't know or that anybody doesn't know. I didn't drop any bombshells or anything on here. So I think they'll enjoy it. Even my dad, he might feel a little way at first, but he'll be fine.
Well, he'd be all right. Yeah, man, he'd be good. I want to get your outfit though. 'Cause I thought that was dope, like how you put it together.
My shoes?
Yeah, me see. Oh, yeah, that's dope.
These are my cool kid shoes.
Nah, that's dope. You got the whole shebang, man.
Make sure you get the BCU.
Come on now. Come on. That would be me if I didn't get that. Come on now. Nah, this was dope though. This was real good.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
I appreciate you coming through. You know, gotta do this again. I want to ask you some things you do outside of here, off camera and everything. I'm interested in some things, but yeah, man, this was a dope episode. More Than Masters podcast. Your host, man, of course, we out. Thank you for joining us. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. All right, More Than Masters podcast, we out.